With LogRock, it's like magic. Real coverage appears when you need it. No tricks. Get covered now. Click the link in the description.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sweet.
What's up? What's up? Come on up. You guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications. If you are in need, I hear echo. If you are in need of insurance, commercial insurance for your semi-truck, box truck, or cargo van business, make sure you click that link in the description below for LogRock. LogRock, official sponsor of the channel, up for renewal. Looking for a cheaper alternative for the next 12 months as it pertains to your commercial insurance for your semi-truck, box truck, or cargo van business. Make sure you guys click that link in the description below for LogRock, sponsor of the channel. Come on in. Click the like, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications. What's up? What's up? Hope everybody had a good weekend. How's everybody doing? Let's get this show on the road. Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to the moderators in the building. SD Walk in the building. Shout out to everybody representing the MGM gang. Building. Who was this? Shout out to Dwayne Goldburn. Wagwan. Shout out to all my Jamaicans in the building. Shout out to Jets Investments. What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to Jason Hall representing the crib. To Thomas Fowler representing Huntsville, Alabama. Shout out to Moving Company Hustle representing Denver. Shout out to William Sweet representing Jacksonville, Florida. All right, boom. Sorry I'm late. Was in the Discord. Lost a little track of time, but it's okay. It's all right. You know, over here we do what we want. We call that running on CP time. Now, if you don't know what CP time is, then you out of touch, man. You out of touch. There's a lot of people out here out of touch. They ain't got no culture. There's a lot of people out here that's out of touch that just ain't got no culture. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, it is what it is. Come on in. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend, man? Was your weekend good? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? A lot of shit happened over the weekend. A lot of distractions I see. You know, they steady distracting people and people falling for it. People falling for all these distractions, man. And it's sad, man. It's sad, man. If you falling for the distractions, man, I'm telling you, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. But come on in. Let's get this show on the road. Today, I want to talk about war. I want to talk about war as it pertains to business. Now, if you watch my channel, I always have these different analogies. It's business. You know, I got all the terminologies. I come up with all the dope slang, all the dope sayings. And yeah, so anyway, I got this thing where I compare business to war, right? And today I want to talk about it. I want to break it all the way down. I want to focus this whole episode on comparing business to war. And I think a lot of people need to really pay attention. I think this is going to be one of the ones where I may derail on. And depending on my cook level, I might have to throw this one on members only too. It depends. If I feel like my cook level was 96, 97, 98, Mike, 96, 97, 98, Mike level, I might have to throw it on members only. But we going to see. we're going to see. So today I want to talk about business. Business is war. Every single dollar that you have as it pertains to business is a soldier. Now, I don't do motivation. I don't do motivational content. And I'm not talking about a motivational war. I'm not talking about an Instagram war. I'm talking about a real war. Everyday business is war. It's war. If you don't look at it like that, I want you to look at your situation. You probably not doing too good. You know, in war, there's resources. In war, there's casualties. In war, there's strategies. In war, there are consequences. And all this parallels with business. Money is just not money. Money is a tool. As it pertains to business, you should look at money as manpower. What do you always hear me say? Every dollar is a soldier. Money is manpower. It's a tool. It's a tool for you to go out and win the war. Every single dollar is a soldier, period. Every single time you send a dollar out is a deployment. Every dollar that doesn't come back at the end of the day is a casualty. And I talked about it the other day. A lot of people send your soldiers out every day on dummy missions. If you don't know what a dummy mission is, you ain't got no culture. Listen, let me tell you this. My channel is for people that got culture. Don't matter your ethnicity. Culture is culture. It's a lot of people out here that just ain't got no culture. They ain't got no culture. They just not hip, bro. And that's not my fault. It's not my fault you ain't hip. It ain't my fault you wasn't fucking all the bad bitches when you came up and you grew up like a lame. This is the derailment part. This is the derailment part. I just got to keep it a buck. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, my channel was for people that got culture. Don't matter the ethnicity. If you don't understand what Big Mark talking about, then you ain't got no culture. If you send your soldiers out every day on dummy mission, they not coming back. If you don't know what dummy mission is, that means you ain't got no culture. To me, you is a middle American. You dig what I'm saying? Most people lose in business because they lazy. They send they soldiers out into the battlefield with no plan. We did business plan on Friday. It's on the members only right now. No plan, no strategy. Cost per mile. That's a plan. You have to sit there and figure it out as part of your strategy, as part of your plan. Every time you send a truck out, that truck is money. It costs money to send that truck out. It costs money and fuel and time and wear and tear. If you don't have no plan, you're sending your soldiers out to die. And that's why you're failing. That's why you come back at the end of the day and then you got to click the link or you got to call up and talk to Big Mark and give me this sob-ass story about, man, Mark, we did this and we did that, but we don't know where the money went. You hear people call up all the time and they always say, man, I don't know where the money is because you sent your soldiers out to die. You sent them out on dummy. You sent them on a dummy mission. You ain't no leader. You can't run nothing. You can't run no country. You can't be the mayor. You can't be the governor. You can't run a gang. You can't run nothing because you a bad leader because you sending your soldiers out every single day to die on dummy mission. Listen, they want to be like Big Mark so bad, but they ain't got no culture. I know what it is. They like, man, how the nigga do? How he do it? And I can't do it because Big Mark got culture. Big Mark got culture. Now let's get back. That was a content, but it was a derail. Core doctrine, number one. We're gonna treat this like war for real. Core doctrine, number one. Money is your army. It's your army. These is your soldiers. Every dollar equals one soldier. Every $100 is a platoon. Every $10,000 is a battalion. Your cash reserves, that's equal to your home base. Credit is borrowed soldiers that you have to return. It's just like when we go and fight other people's wars or assist other countries in fighting their wars, we loaning soldiers out. Same thing as it pertains to credit. Now, when your business is broke, or when you start out with some soldiers, you may not start out with enough soldiers. But when you lose your soldiers and you go broke, that's equivalent to your army being wiped out. A lot of people's armies get wiped out because, once again, they didn't strategize. They don't have a plan. I don't do nothing without strategy. Everything I do is calculated. I have to. Everything. Sometimes I'm just a smart nigga playing dumb. That's part of the strategy. Sometimes I trick people into thinking I'm stupid. Sometimes I want people to think I'm not that bright in certain things. All that's part of strategy. If I'm investing into something, I've said this shit 1,000,001 times, and I'm competing, everything I do, it's calculated. It's all strategy. I'm not finna invest my money into something ignorantly, right? Because I want a return on my investment. I don't like losing anything, especially money. I hate to lose money. I just don't like it, bro. So that's why I'm meticulous and I strategize and I'm calculated, because I want a return on my investment. A lot of people that I see out here today that are ignorant as it pertains to business, because they don't look at it as war and they don't understand the real purpose of money, they romanticize money. I like money, but I really don't romanticize it like the way ignorant people romanticize it. I utilize money as a weapon. A weapon is nothing but a tool. I weaponize money. I use money to my advantage as it pertains to business, as it pertains to war. Money wins wars. Whoever has the most money can acquire the resources needed to win the war. You can buy more weapons. You can buy an army. You can buy a militia. If you don't have a strong army, you can go buy one. And we talking about on all levels. We talking about on business levels. We talking about legitimately and illegitimately. We talking about war, period. Money wins wars because you can buy all your resources. A professional individual from a business setting asks the question, where am I deploying my soldiers? What is the objective? What's the expected return? ROI. What's an acceptable loss, right? Sometimes you purposely may operate on a loss. What loss is acceptable? Or, listen, I'm going to invest. How much can I afford to lose? What's an acceptable loss? There's things that I've tried that I haven't been successful at, but I didn't bring it all with me. Meaning, I didn't bet the house. I determined what's acceptable. What can I afford to lose on this investment? That's how a professional strategist that's in business assesses a situation. An amateur, they ask the question, can I afford this right now? They make emotional decisions. They don't have no emotional control. They ask the question, does this feel good right now? A lot of people do things off feeling. They can't control their emotions. And it's obvious. They can't control their emotions. As it pertains to business, it's a lot of feelings there. And I've proven to people over and over again, don't get your feelings involved as it pertains to business. Why? Business is war. Imagine, and see, I want to go somewhere with this, but I know we live in a very, very soft society, man. We live in a real soft society, and I've come to the realization not everybody has culture. Not everybody has culture. Not everybody comes from the same walks of life. Not everybody got that ism in them. Not everybody got that situational awareness. Some people just look at things black and white. We look at things a little bit different, right? But I look at business like war. Now, I'm going to say it. Fuck it. I'm just going to say it. There's a reason why I think, and we will probably one day, and the reason I'm going to say this is because I've heard people say this in interviews. I remember when Hillary Clinton ran for president. I thought she was going to win. After the race was over and I saw some interviews where the media was going out and interviewing people because it was such an upset in 2016, there was something that I kept hearing, I kept hearing this. I heard people said they wanted to vote for Hillary. They didn't because she was a woman, but the reason why is because if we ever went to war at a time of war, a woman is known to have emotions. Are they going to be able to lead us in a time of war and take those emotions out of the equation? Now, these are my words. These are things that I saw in interviews. People that wanted to vote for her, they wanted to vote for her, but that was the one reason at the last minute they said no. And it all came down to a time of war. We know women to be emotional. We know what war is. There's casualties. There's people that are casualties that don't got shit to do with shit. A man and a woman who may have to make a move and push a button, understanding that they're going to be casualties, a man is going to look at it a little bit different. A woman may look at, man, there might be some women, there may be some kids. There's a lot of things. And ultimately, that was some people's reasons why they didn't vote for Hillary. They wanted to, but it all led down to that. That's how an amateur looks at business. Feelings. I've heard people say, man, I felt. No, numbers. It's all about numbers. I send my soldier out. I'm sending my soldiers out to lay everything down. With all due respect, I'm coming to listen, we competing. This is my truck versus yours. Let's look at it from an OTR perspective. A load pops up on a board. You got X amount of trucks sitting in an area that's competing for that load. You're competing. This is war. If I got to get cutthroat, I'm going to get cutthroat. I'm trying to get moving. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get to it. If I'm in a market, let's swing to a different niche. And we're competing in the moving aspect. I'm marketing my company. I'm setting my price to be competitive. Customer, they only can choose one company. There's a plethora of companies that are competing for one job. We're all competing. This is war. If you call me and I give you a quote and you tell me, you know what, you know, it's a competitive quote, but you know, this company, you know, ain't they're $10 an hour less than you. And I think I'm just going, if the customer tells me that, then I'm going to meet them and beat them. They shouldn't have told me that. They shouldn't have ran their mouth. I'm not going to let this customer get off the phone and I'm already at 100% markup when I could just easily match that person and then give the customer an additional 10% off to close the deal right there. This is war. I need all of that. Listen, I'm sitting in this office, customers is calling me. They're calling me because I have a phone, which means I'm paying a phone bill, which cost. This office costs, the manpower cost, the trucks cost, the insurance cost. I'm sending shit out every day to bring more soldiers back. The companies that I'm competing with, they got soldiers out there too. They have costs too. I'm in war. So what I'm doing right now is I'm laying they soldiers down. Ain't no feelings in it. Man, Mark, why you do that? Man, she said she had another company and they already gave her a $10 less an hour quote. You supposed to just let her go on with them? Fuck all of that. This is war. She shouldn't have told me that. And since she told me that, and I know I got plenty of margin, no, I'm going to match it. I'm going to do 90 an hour too, and I'm going to give you an additional 10% off. To put the icing on the cake, can we go ahead and put you on the schedule right now? 9.9 times out of 10, they're going to roll with it. This is war. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck they got going on and they family and they bills, and I got bills too. My soldiers is getting sent out in the field every single day to lay shit down and bring back more soldiers. I'm going out in the field. I'm sending my soldiers out in the field. The whole objective is to make money. Every dollar is a soldier. If my soldiers don't come back with more soldiers at the end of the day, I'm a failure. If you in my way, you got to get out. We got to get you up out the way. I don't care about what your bills and your truck notes and your insurance and the fact that you need a certain amount of money so that you can be able to pay yourself. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because I got the same shit. I got bills, insurance, employees, my bills, the shit that I need to do, the shit where I'm trying to grow, the shit where I'm trying to get to, so I need more revenue so I can allocate into other things so I can get the fuck up out of this shit so I don't have to compete no more. So why should I care? It's this business. My feelings are out of the equation. I learned that shit a long time ago. You know why? Because you could feel and the next person ain't gonna feel for you. Why? What you didn't understand at that time, why you felt that this is war. This is business. Shit ain't personal. People take it personal. They worry about the wrong shit. The amateur looks at fucking the business the wrong way. Yo, will this make me look a certain type of way? Will this make me look successful? Buddy, last week or the week before last with the Peterbilt, he spent all that money to look a certain type of way, and guess what? All that money he spent to look a certain type of way in an economy that's in a downtrend, who has 25 years of experience so he can look good, is fucked up and broke. The motherfucker that's pulling right next to him in the truck stop with a basic ass Freightliner is doing better than him. You look better than him, but you broker than him. You just lost your house and you finna lose your truck. You look better than him, but all that looking shit finna be gone as soon as the repo man catch up with your goofy ass. That guy who we reacted to, he's gone. His authority is gone. He literally failed after that video. It was a wrap. There was no catching up. You behind on your mortgage and you behind on the note. There's no catching up. It's a wrap. We're in war. We don't really care about the look. If we got a truck that's running, is good and it's clean and it's maintained, we don't have to put all that extra chrome and all that shit. One, because we understand that the market, right, is competitive. So we have to keep our costs as low as possible. Why do we want to increase, bring more cost into the equation? Then lower the truck and you're getting lower MPG, which is increasing your fuel costs and all this stuff. Like, we're out here to compete. There's going to be a guy who goes and buys a basic Freightliner who ain't going to do none of that extra shit. And this is the guy that this guy's complaining that's taking cheap freight. No, he can take freight that's cheaper than you because he can afford to take it. You can't take it. And that's why I had to show y'all that video and to shut all that cheap freight shit up, because that's the type of guy that says that shit. His operational cost is so sky high because of his own ignorance. That other person is just competing because it's war. That guy got the Carhartt on. He got the $2 Scully on from Walmart. He got the Caterpillar boots on. And he just got on some dingy ass Dickies that he had for 10 years. He not out here trying to look good. This dude got on some Red Wings. He got on some expensive work pants. He got on a $150, $200 RGB trucker cap because he want to look a certain type of way. He's not prepared for war. War is understanding your cost. War is sending soldiers out every day to bring back more soldiers. The higher your cost is in a competitive marketplace, in an economy that's very, 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 very tight at the moment, it's not a good strategy. And this is why his soldiers are dying every day in the battlefield. And guess what? The battlefield it's a battlefield. It doesn't care about how you feel. War doesn't care about how you feel. Every day I'm ready for war. Every day. Core doctrine number 2, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification. Every day is a war. Your soldiers go out, and the intention should be to come back with more soldiers. Or your soldiers go out and never come home. There's no in between. There's no neutral day. There's no neutral day. There's no nothing happened that day. That day you failed. If you didn't go out and your soldiers didn't bring back more soldiers, you failed. Some days are okay where you just neutral. But if you got a lot of more neutral days, then like eventually somebody gonna come and just lay you down and just take all your shit. And this is facts. Your money's supposed to be multiplying. Your soldiers are supposed to be multiplying. They're not supposed to be going out getting damaged and destroyed. That means you have no strategy. People that have strategy, that go out, that win, winners, especially as it pertains to this industry, they obsessed with numbers. Numbers is a key part of the strategy. Cost per mile, operational cost, margins, downtime, deadhead if you're an over OTR guy. Claims if you're a final mile guy. Claims if you're a moving guy. Guys that are obsessed with strategy, that want to win, are ultimately obsessed with numbers. If you're not obsessed with the numbers, you're a poor leader. This is why you're failing. This is why everybody that comes up here, notice something, that everybody that comes up here with these sad stories that's failing, there's one thing that's consistent throughout. None of them know their numbers. No matter how long they've been operating, they don't know their numbers. They don't know their costs. Don't matter what niche they're in. They just don't know. You had somebody recently come up saying, I haven't had the time to look. How do you don't have the time when that's part of the business? This is why you're in the situation that you're in. Strategy. Listen, it's so easy to win out here, bro. It's so easy. And I'm telling you this, and I'm being honest with you, bro. Like, winning is fucking easy because most people are lazy, bro. Most people are lazy. They don't strategize. They're undercapitalized because they don't strategize and they're not disciplined and they're not patient, and you need capital to win wars. They don't understand how to get the capital, and if you tell them how to get the capital, they're too lazy and not disciplined enough to stay down till they come up, do what they got to do, keep their head down, go get the money. They just want to get to the money. But how? You're not the only motherfucker out here that's trying to get to the money. This is why you got to strategize. It's niggas like me that's out here that's doing this, looking at you as fool. I need you to keep making dumbass decisions. I want you to take your last and go get them Balenciagas. I want you to take your last and go trick off on a room with a broad on New Year's Eve, knowing your rent due the next day. I need you to keep doing all this shit. Why? Because everything that you rely on, that you need, I'm just going to buy it. All your assets, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to keep investing into DoorDash. I'm glad I saw that shit. That was one of the best investments of 2025. That DoorDash shit, like, I'm like, man, why are these people so obsessed with this shit? That shit going down, they complain, but the stock going up. But I said, oh, it was a great investment. I want you to keep following trends. I'm just doing like this. I'm doing like this. Keep following trends. Me studying you and all your dumbass decisions, that's strategizing. I'm sitting back. What happened up there? Okay, everybody got their own Minnesota. What else is going on in the world? Okay, that's the overlay for the underlay over here. The dude ran through a crowd with a U-Haul truck. Oh, everybody reporting on that? Something else got to be going. Okay, that's what's really going on. That's an overlay for the underlay too. That, all right, okay. That happened. Yeah, well, everybody focus on this Bears game and shit. And what else is going on? Okay, I'm focusing on this right here. Yeah, y'all watch that Bears game. Y'all watch that shit. I didn't watch that shit. Well, fuck about the Bears. I'm trying to get to this money. Just keep being distracted. Yeah. Oh, you went out to go watch the Bears game. You went out to go watch the Bears game. You went to a bar. You know you didn't have no money, but you spent your last because you just had to be involved. But yeah, cool. Keep going. Okay. You said your car note due. You need a little help. Okay. Yeah. So 10.2 million Americans fucking up for repo. So we see what's going on. Okay. So maybe let's take a look at let's take a look at a firm. Is that a publicly traded company? Let's take a look at that. What does the stock look like on that? What does it look like? Okay, bet. Okay. What else? What else are these dumb motherfuckers doing? What else are they doing? I'm just taking notes. I'm in the cut chilling, just taking notes. All right, bet. Okay. They paying attention to that shit over there? Okay. Yeah, keep paying attention to that. I'm just taking notes. Strategizing. Listen, I'm going to either get money with you, I'm going to get it off you. But I'm going to get it. Listen. I'm either going to get it with you, I'm going to get it off you. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I'm going to get it. I have to have it. I got to have it, bro. And the way I get it is a strategy. The money's so easy out here. It's because there's so many fucking people making dumbass decisions. I love it. Listen, without people who don't strategize, imagine if everybody strategized. It would be harder. This is why I'm like, it's really, really easy. The minimum amount of people that take the time, have discipline, and strategize, they come up. I talk to them all the time in my Discord. I can name a multitude of people in my Discord that since I met them in the last 3 years, have come up because they're disciplined. They're strategic. They strategize. They network. They listen. They surround themselves with people smarter than them. They remove themselves from ignorance and dumb shit because you are who you hang with. I'm just calling it keeping it a buck. Listen, don't get mad at me. I love when motherfuckers do dumb shit. So shout out to Chucky. Yeah, you remember that live? And I'm like, man, why are these motherfuckers so stupid? Let me look into this. I did it live. I said, because it was a trend there. I'm like, these motherfuckers is dumb. These motherfuckers is crying over this shit. I told these motherfuckers that this was a fucking gig and you can't rely on this shit. Why are these motherfuckers still holding on to something that's dying? Let me look into this shit. So we saw they pay going this way, but we saw DoorDash stock going like that. I said, I got excited and then I invested. And we've been running it up. We made us some money. We made us some money, man. We made us some money, man. Strategy. Understanding, paying attention, studying. It's a war. This is war. If I send my soldiers out and they come back and die, they don't come back, that's a sad day. That's a sad day. You know what an idle soldier? It's just like this. And this is why I'm comparing business to war. An idle soldier is comparable to a truck that you don't know what to do with. It's just sitting. It's still costing you. You don't have strategy to know how to go out and get to the money. It's costing you. It's costing you when you're set up, you got this shit to go make money, but you don't know how to make the money. Every day it's costing you. An idle soldier is costing you, bro. Why? Food, shelter. Back in the late 2000s when them guys was over there in Afghanistan and Michael Moore used to go over there and do the documentaries. He was interviewing the guys. They was like, man, we don't even know what we over here for. We just over here sitting. We don't even know why we over here. But guess what? It was costing the United States money. Why? Because we food and shelter. Food, immunizations. Just whatever comes with being a soldier that cost the United States. They said they wasn't over there tearing shit up, laying shit down. They was like, man, we don't even know why we over here. Go watch one of them old Michael Moore documentaries. Shit got to make money. Every day I got people that DM me that got trucks and don't know what to do with them. I swear to God, every day. Every day I get a few DMs. I get a bunch of DMs, but Every day is always somebody that's done went out and bought a truck and they don't know what to do with it. This lady DM'd me yesterday. Long DM. I think she up in Jersey or up in that area somewhere. 26-foot box truck just sitting. She went and got it. She thought she was going to do something from what I took from the DM, and she asking me, do I got a mentorship, which I don't. And she said, man, I don't know what to do. What she said and I ain't going to mention what she thought she was going to do, but she's not going to be able to get that. Like, why do you think you could do that with a 26-foot box truck? Lets me know she's listening to people on TikTok and Instagram. I think she ended the message, or it was another DM that I read yesterday, where it's like, man, I need your help. I heard you the man. See, you want to come to the man when you're supposed to come to big dog first. Oh, I'm just talking a little shit right now. You know I talk a little shit and swallow spit. A lot of people can't talk shit and swallow spit. They ain't got that ism because they ain't got that culture. They ain't got the swinag. You dig what I'm saying? Big Mark got a lot of, you dig what I'm saying? It's a lot of people mad at Big Mark because they ain't got no culture. Don't get mad at Big Mark. Mark is the culture. You can't do what Big Mark do. Can't do what Big Mark do. You ain't got it in you. You ain't got it in you. You were supposed to come to the big homie first. The big homie would have got you right. It would have been some shit that you wouldn't have wanted to hear, but it would have got you right. You wouldn't have been out here making these foolish decisions. You a poor leader. Poor command. You ain't standing on nothing. Listen, if you a business owner and you failing, that's because you a poor leader. I'm just listen. I'm just keeping it a buck. I ain't lying to you. If you got a business and you failing, it's your fault. Listen, don't get mad at me, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. If you getting mad at me, then that's you mad really at yourself. Listen, if you got a business and you failing, you just a poor leader. Because the money out here. It's people laying people down every day in business. Every day. Not everybody out here is failing. All that shit, when you hear people say, whenever you hear somebody say this, man, it's tough for everybody right now. That's a coping mechanism, bro. And everybody ain't out here fucked up. Anytime you hear motherfucker because they failing, man, it's fucked up right here, man. Everybody going through it. Man, dude, you looking for a reason to cope, bro. Everybody ain't out here fucked up. Everybody ain't out here making poor, badass decisions, bro. Everybody out here in the box truck business or the trucking business ain't failing, bro. They not. That's a coping mechanism. A motherfucker like that, get the fuck from around me, bro. You a loser. You a loser. You are a poor command. You are a poor general. But you the market fucked up, man. You failing because you got bad leadership. And a big part of your bad leadership is bad decisions. You sending your soldiers out in the field to die. You send them out on dummy mission. Unnecessary casualties. Just unnecessary shit. You know what one of the unnecessary casualty is? Buying too much truck. Investing into something that you don't understand. Overpaying for insurance because you don't understand about brokers. You went straight. You saw your favorite person on TikTok and they did a little 30-minute reel. You learned about the box truck business in fucking 30 seconds in a goddamn vertical short. This that looked like this in 30 seconds with a goofy motherfucker pointing and some shit coming down and you screenshotted the shit and you did that shit and you thought that's all it took. And you went to Progressive, you set your goofy ass down on Progressive and you did this, and you put in a bunch of shit that you didn't know what the fuck you was doing. You didn't even need all of that goofy shit. And then you got a fucking insurance bill higher than giraffe pussy. And then you complain. And then you come see me later and I'm like, goddamn, why your insurance so high? I'll be like, you got Progressive, don't you? Yeah, I got Progressive. You went to the website and you did that shit yourself, didn't you? Yeah, I did. It's because you done went and just checked some boxes and shit, checking some shit that you don't even need all this shit. Could have went to a broker. Let a broker do the shopping for you and let them feel like they not gonna put all this shit. You done put miles in, all this extra shit that you don't even need. That's why your insurance high. You know another casualty? Why you sending your soldiers out to die? You let a motherfucker send you off and say, man, just get his truck. It's a stream of revenue. Generational wealth. Just get a truck, put a driver in it. Just get a truck, put a driver in it. And that truck gonna be making money for you while you do whatever it is you want to do. Your goofy ass didn't think, don't I need to learn the business? Because once I put the driver in there, then what? What I'm gonna tell him? What I'm gonna tell the driver? What I'm gonna tell him? Maybe it's an art to booking loads. It's just simple as going downloading DAT and just selecting. And that's what they do. 1,500. Ooh, this is 1,500. Ooh, this is 1,500 going from New Jersey to Los Angeles. That's 1,500. I ain't never made 1,500 that fast. I'm gonna book that load. Ooh, LA to Chicago, 650. Full truckload. I'm gonna book that. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. 2 weeks later, they call it 312-772-5483. Man, this big Mark. Yeah, this Mark. Am I talking? This Mark. Yeah, it's Mark. What's up? Man, I need you, big bro. I need you. Talk to me, dog. Man, I heard you was the man to talk to, man. I'm out here, but I just don't know where the money went, man. You don't know where the money went? You don't know? What you mean, big dog? Yeah, man. So I was on TikTok and I heard about the Bostra business because, man, I just don't want to work no more, man. I just want generational wealth. So I just went on out, man. I felt like I could do it on my own. You felt like you could do it on your own, big dog? Yeah, man. I was just hoping that I could just take this thing. You hoped? Man, we don't give a fuck about hope. Yeah, what you mean, Big Mark? You don't care about hope, man. That's all we know is hope. Nigga, who told you that? Hope ain't gonna do shit for you. Mama said hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, pimp. Your mama must be 39. You got a young mama, don't you? You ain't got no old mama. See, you ain't got that wisdom from them boomers and that silent generation and that great generation. You ain't got that type of wisdom. Talking about all you had is hope. Mama said hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. She didn't just say just hope. Because the motherfucker wouldn't have shit if you just hope. Because hope ain't never did shit. Damn, Mark, why you? Ain't no damn Mark nothing, boy. You want to win or you want to hope? What you want to do? You want to win or you want to hope? Man, what's your operating cost, big dog? My operating cost? What's that? Why I need to know that for? And that's not theatrics. These are me emulating real conversations that I've had. You can go look in the content. Man, I ain't like you at first, because when I first seen your channel, man, you seemed like a hater. But man, I really see you really. And that's why you in the fucked up situation that you in now. Because you got bad leadership. You can't decipher real from flaw. You the type of motherfucker that believe fat meat ain't greasy. You the type of motherfucker that believe that if something sounds too good to be true, it's a lie. See, me, if something sounds too good to be true, then it is. You know why? Because that's that old wisdom. You believe that shit. And that's why you in the situation that you in. Emotional spending. Another method of another characteristic trait of a poor leader. Just spending emotionally. no context behind what you're doing, no reasoning, no math associated with it, just spending it because your favorite person that did this. 5 ways to start a box truck business. And you just pointing and shit flying down and you screenshot it. That's emotional. Just spending. Lifestyle. First week in the business, you don't realize you operating at a loss. You go do some dumb shit. You go buy something. Something that you don't need. Something to validate for a bunch of strangers on social media that you successful. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. So people going to get mad because they either did it or they thought about doing it. If you go to the internet and you sit on the top of your rental box truck when you first come into business and you do like this, I always say that, and then you do the hashtag new business owner, you the person I'm talking about. You looking for validation. I'm looking for money, man. I'm looking for the money, man. That time that you took to post that picture and, hey man, take this picture for me. Do that, and then they hand the phone, you look at it. No, man, that ain't right. Do it. Here, do it one more time. Do it one more time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, to me, that shit goofy. Now, you might not think it's goofy. You might think me saying it's goofy is goofy. But guess what? Me, I'm looking for the money. I ain't looking for validation. That's indicative of that is a characteristic, and that's very telling that now you have to keep up a look. So you're gonna go do things for people to or to not even persuade, but to keep up with what you think a business owner should look like. Car, certain clothes, certain attire. Whole time you robbing from the sustainability of the business to do so. It's called a lifestyle creep. Seeking validation. That's a leader. That's a failing leader. You got those are failure qualities. A leader is looking to reinvest everything. A leader is looking for the business to grow. A leader is putting himself last. If the business looks successful, that's the flex. Is the business cash flow heavy? That's the flex. Is the business sustainable? That's a flex. That's the flex. But we know where people mindset at. We had a lady in here last week that's saying health insurance is not a flex. And we in a society right now where people are having to cancel their health insurance because they can't afford it. Actually, health insurance is a flex. So when I hear people say shit like that, that just lets me know where society is, so I know where to move the money to. I love when people say ignorant shit because that's a case study. So I don't get mad. Like when she said that shit last week, I wasn't mad at her. That was a good case study. So this is where people minds is really fucked up out here in these streets. All right, well, how can we capitalize on that? Everything is an opportunity. Everything. Good economy, bad economy, there's always an opportunity. You just have to find it. That's indicative of a good business person. That's a person who's prepared and ready for war. That's a person who has the right mindset. I'm going to capitalize off your ignorance. Listen, I already told you once, but you want to continue to be ignorant, so I'm finna make money off of you. The line is in the sand. You really want to get money, we can get money together, or we're going to get money off of you. It's what it is. Now, a good commander, a good chief, expects some losses along the way. Everything ain't peaches and cream and roses. But a bad commander creates those losses by sending your soldiers out every single day on dummy. You send your soldiers out on dummy emotionally. You're an emotional leader. All that feel shit. Like I've been calling people out when they call up on the show. Notice how I stop them. Yo, I feel like it was going to work. That's emotion. You shouldn't have to feel anything. If you would have did the math and did the numbers, your feelings would have automatically got canceled out and been out the equation, because the numbers are the numbers. And if they make sense, proceed forward. If they don't, reevaluate and see if it makes sense. There's no feelings involved. Math is math. 1 + 1 is 2. Everybody else is doing it. That's a feeling. Just like when you hear people say when they failing, no, everybody failing. No, the fuck they're not. That's a feeling. You feel that way. You looking to cope. A coping mechanism. Coping is a feeling. Why do you got to feel anything when you can just do the math? I don't want to miss out. Fear of missing out. Fear is a feeling. Why don't you sit down and get an understanding what you're thinking about investing in and do the numbers to see if it makes sense and if it's the right time? Man, if I quit my job, then and I go out on my own, it's gotta work, man. This is gonna motivate me to work hard. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. You gonna put yourself in a fucked up situation for motivation? That's fucking stupid. Who does that? When people tell me that shit, that's some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. You're gonna put yourself in a fucking risky, fucked up situation and justify it as, I say, well, this is gonna motivate me. So that means you lack motivation currently at a place where you're delegated to do work. You have a scope of work to do, and you know you're lazy at that. So now you're going to take on even more workload and put yourself in a risky situation? No, bro. You're not even a good employee. And there's some people that argue, no, Mark, I don't believe that you can be a bad employee and be a good boss. You can't even be a good, you're not even a good follower. So how can you be a good leader? You can't even take directions. So how can you effectively give them? How can you teach somebody how to be a good follower? How can you lead a person to war and you failed at being a follower? Why would they want to follow you? Some of the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life. It'll motivate me. War doesn't reward motivation. It's a lot of people that go out motivated at war. War rewards discipline. People that go to war every day motivated and they don't make it home. And they don't make it home. And this is in every aspect of war. You got to have a plan. You absolutely, positively have to have a plan. Intel. Understanding what you're investing in. We're comparing business to war. A clear mission. Talked about it in the business plan the other day. Comparable to your mission statement. Why does this business cease? Why does this business exist? What's the purpose? Why are we over here in Afghanistan? What's the purpose? And if you don't have intel, And if you don't have a mission, you're basically on a dummy mission. You're sacrificing soldiers every single day. Business is war. It's war. There's one tool that's most important as it pertains to war. In any war, legitimate wars, illegitimate wars, army wars, country wars, street wars, gang wars, mob wars. And it's not weapons. It's not tools. It's money. This is critical. This is the most important tool in war. I said something earlier. I said, there's things that I've invested in that I have taken losses on, but I didn't bring it all with me. I assess my risk. What can I afford to lose? You don't win wars by sending your entire army into one battle. And that's what a lot of people do. And this is why the failure rate is so high. They'll take everything. For the most part, isn't much. We see a lot of people come into this box truck thing with little money. They get sold the idea on it too. And I say this confidently because I've had a lot of people come to me that did that shit and fucked up. They lost everything, homeless. Man, people, and I don't talk about it because these aren't the people that come up on the show. These are the people that reach out behind the scenes via DM, via email with these. I don't mention them and I don't crack jokes on them because I feel bad for them. They'll send me these long emails and messages about how they watched the content and how they were misled and they took everything they had, which wasn't much, and they sleeping in the car. And at the end with them asking me, can I help them out? Man, I never say nothing in the chat or, I don't, but man, you the realest, man. I wish I would have found you first, man. I'm just in a bad situation. But they go into great details of the information they consume, who they consumed it from, how much money they started with, which is very minimal. And they took that chance. They failed. They brought it all with them. Any hustler knows better than that. You don't go to the casino and bring it all with you. You bring what you can afford to lose. You don't go to a nightclub and bring it all with you. You bring what you can afford to lose. Are there goofy people that do that shit? Absolutely, every single day. You don't go to war, one war, and you send people out into, you don't send the whole battalion out into the battlefield. In business, you don't bring it all with you. You don't send everything out there. And a lot of people do that because it's an emotional decision. And this is why they fail very, very quickly. You win war by keeping reserves. You win war by having a big enough army. You rotate your forces. You strategize. You ultimately want to survive long enough to see when the enemy or if the enemy starts to make mistakes, and then you capitalize. You look for the weaknesses. Money stretches out your survival. As it pertains to this business, the more soldiers, you have cash reserves for maintenance, for slow weeks so you don't panic. If the market shifts, if there's a market downturn. And you're not operating at 100% because of it. This is where your soldiers kick in, your cash reserves. A business that doesn't have an army, which is cash reserves, it's like a glass army. Every dollar is a soldier. Every single dollar is a soldier. Every single one. Stop looking at your truck as a trophy. You know when you should look at your truck as a trophy after you done won and you park that bitch and you can afford to keep it insured, keep it stored, and if you want to dip the bitch in bronze, you can because you won already. You should never look at your truck as a trophy when you're in the game. It's crazy to me. People be worshiping fucking truck is a weapon. You worship the truck after you done won with the bitch and then survived the war, and then you park it like Big Martin. You just look at it and you spend a lot of money just keeping it there, stored, and just you can do that then. But when you in the game, you can't do that. It's a weapon. It's not a flex. That's why when you do that goofy shit, I make fun of you. When you do this shit, you sit and then you do it on a rental truck. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. We not honoring that. See, Big Mark gonna tell you we not honoring that. I'm not like your favorites, bro. They worship you. No, to me, use a goofy because it's a weapon, bro. It's not a trophy, bro. You don't even understand you going to war. What we talking about, bro? Shit ain't no flex. It's not a badge of honor. It's a fucking weapon, bro. What the fuck is we talking about, bro? That shit ain't dead. That shit ain't nothing but dead weight, nigga, if you don't know what to do with it. And guess what? It's a bunch of motherfuckers in my DM right now with a truck that they don't know what to do with it. That did this. New box truck business owner. You go, these motherfuckers that's in my DM that got the truck that don't know what to do with it, you go look, about a month ago, they sitting on top. They done climbed all the way up to the top and sat on it and did this. Guess what? Is it a trophy? When you in my DM talking about, man, it's just sitting? Nah, it's dead weight. Because you don't know what to do with it. Why? Because you invest into something that you didn't understand. You don't have a plan. You don't have a strategy. You're a poor leader. You're a poor leader. It's not a flex. It's a weapon. Your truck is a weapon. Strategy. Everybody that is a poor leader because of all the reasons that we discuss, they're hustlers. When you don't have strategy, you're just hustling. That's it. Hustle is like a movement. You got the hustle movement. Strategy is direction. You can be a hustler in this industry and hustle your soldiers right into a massacre which we see 85, 90% people do, regardless of how many soldiers they start with. They usher their soldiers into a fucking massacre, a bloodbath. Because they don't know what they're doing. If they had a strategy, if they had a plan, they would understand that at the end of the day, the goal is to end with more soldiers than you started with. And you can't do that. It's impossible to do it without a plan. It's impossible. Can't do it. Can't do it without a plan. Business is war. It's war. Business has become a hype trend thing. And if you follow hype and you follow trends, you're probably going to fail. Anybody that follows trends, it just lets you know a lot about them. Every dollar you touch, you got a decision to make on what you're going to do with it. That's a soldier's life that's on the line, that you want to come back. And not only do you want it to come back, you want it to come back with more soldiers. Every decision you make is a deployment. And just like any deployment, there's consequences. Life is about choices and decisions. If you want the deployment to weigh heavily in your favor, then you're going to strategize, right? And you're going to make good, sound choices and decisions. And this is business. This is just like, you can apply this shit in everything. And I get it. A lot of people don't think like that. I've come to realize that a lot of people out here are just lost. And it's not their fault. It ain't their fault. But some people it is. Some people it is. But a lot of people just ain't got no culture. They ain't got no culture. See, Big Mark got culture. Big Mark gonna go get it. I look at everything as war. Everything. I have to have it, bro. I got to, bro. It's no ifs, ands, or maybes. I gotta get it, bro. I'm sorry. If it's gonna be you or me, it's got to be me, bro. It's got to be me. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. So I don't do shit on dummy mission. Dummy mission ain't in me because I got culture. You did go say it. I am who I am. I was raised how I was raised. The environment instilled certain instincts in me. That pretty much any war that I get into, I win. I'm dangerous. Ooh, when it comes to business, I'm dangerous. When it comes to a lot of things, I'm dangerous. I'm calculated. I'm strategic. And that one tool that I talked about earlier, that one tool, I got a lot of it. The doors of the church is open. The doors of the church is open. Let's open the phone lines. 312-772-5483. 312-772-5483. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Oh, that was a good one. Line is open. I'm done with my little spiel. Shout out to Sasha. What's going on, man? Long time no see. Hey, man, the doors is open, man. The doors is open. Doors of the church is open. Man, there's so much culture on this channel, man. This is a channel of culture. Hey, man, who drive the culture out here? If y'all could say who drives the culture in pretty much everything, who is it? Who is it? I'm just curious. I'm just curious, man. Who drives the culture? Bills don't accept hope as payment. Bills definitely don't accept hope as payment. Nah, bro. See, crazy. You kind of fucked up out here in these streets. So we can't take shit that you said, for what it is. Your mentality is not right. Your mentality is not right. You don't even get it. You don't get what I was saying because you just not hip. You kind of lost too. You lost. You kind of lost. And it ain't to pick on you. It's just obvious you lost. You admit to being lost. So. Bro, freight recession was in place before the tariffs, bro. Freight recession has been going on before Trump even got elected, bro. Tariffs, come on, bro. As long as you watch the channel, bro. Like, come on, bro. We were in a freight recession before tariffs, bro. Why? Come on, man. Let's use our put our thinking cap on, bro. We've talked about this plenty of times, bro. You got people losing cars. You got people out here fucked up in these streets financially. Why are companies going to order and place orders and manufacture more, place orders for companies to manufacture more if they're not selling anything, bro? If I don't understand why people think things are just gonna come on, bro. Like, this should really be like, you can't have a conversation about it's fucked up out here in the streets and then just expect volume to just come. If it's fucked up out here in these streets and people ain't got no money, then you can't just expect motherfuckers start spending money, bro. Freight moves for a reason, bro. Volume goes up and down for a reason, bro. Like, come on, man. I don't understand these. That's like a hope type of thing, bro. That's a hope. You want volume? Like, I don't understand. Like, where's volume? How does volume go up, bro? Come on, man. Don't get me started, man. Bro, like, you're gonna upset me, bro. I'm having a good day. Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. You know what the fuck I mean, bro. Stop being silly. Stop being silly, bro. All right, 312-772-5483. Let's see here. I made money on the Bears. I keep sending my soldiers out. For buffalo wings, cannolis, and pizza. All right. Cool. Chucky got it. See, I knew somebody was going to get it. Black people drive the culture and everything. It's the truth. Chucky got it. Has nothing to do with what you talking about, crazy. All right, let's set the timer, bro, because I ain't going to be on here too long. Da 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 da. Doo doo. Doo doo doo. Where is my timer? Where is my timer? Yeah, man. There go my timer. 312-772-5483. Phone line is open. And I'm willing to talk to anybody about anything, because I think this topic is kind of, so we can go anywhere with this. I'm willing to talk to anybody about anything. 312-772-5483. 5483. 5483. People who say it's effed up in the streets are not taking accountability. I think you can't say that. I see some of the same people that complain about freight say in previous conversations that the economy and people are broke. So if the economy and people are broke, how do you expect volume to go up? I just don't understand that shit. That shit is like, it's weird to me. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, when people get money, people will spend money. People don't have money to spend, and what are you expecting? I just don't get it, bro. When people start buying, businesses will start ordering more, manufacturers will start manufacturing more. Everything slows down, bro. Why would people order shit or businesses order shit when they ain't sold what they got? Why would manufacturers keep producing when their orders have gone down? So the supply chain, it's a chain for a reason, right? I don't understand this, bro. Like, 312-772-5483. wrist getting a little sore, bro, when I be doing that. I think I'm about to get some gloves that I got some, but I'm gonna have to get them wrist things that you put tight right there. Wrist starting to get a little sore. I never hope things go well. After watching the car repo video, I started looking to invest in repo companies. Smart. I think repos are going to be like, as far as that trend upward, I think it's just going to be there. I think now, we're just in a place where people just can't live within reality, or live within their means, I should say. And, the finance companies, they're going to always find ways to keep you in debt. So you're going to have more people that buy cars that they can't afford, and they're going to justify it by stretching the finance out to 9, 10, 11, 12 years to lower that monthly payment, but ultimately paying more for the car over a period of time. And we know a person that stretches their loan out that long is not going to keep a car that long. So they're going to at some point trade their car in underwater, be upside down, and tack the difference on to whatever the next car. Eventually, until it eventually catches up with them, which a lot of people, it's catching up to them now. And they're just not going to be able to afford it, and they're going to take it. Instead of just buying a car that they can afford. It may not be a car that they like, but, something that's going to get them from point A to point B, and living within their means. Get you a nice Toyota Corolla. Get you a Nissan Altima. Get you a Camry or a Honda. What's that Honda one? Not the Accord. What's under the Accord? What's the Honda under Accord? The Honda Honda Civic. Get you a Honda Civic. Get you a Chevy. They still just make the Chevy Cobalt or whatever the Cavalier or whatever it is. What's the Chevy one? The small Chevy. What's the new small Chevy they got? The Metro or whatever. What is the small Chevy? The Chevy. It ain't the Cavalier no more. What is it? The Chevy Bolt? Is it the Bolt? Get a little small Chevy, a little Malibu. We call it a Boo. Get you a Boo. Get you a Boo. They still make the Boo. Chevy still make the Boo. Chevy Cruze. Yeah, get you a Chevy Cruze. Get you a Boo, a Malibu. Yeah, it ain't gotta be new. I wouldn't suggest get it like a year or two old. A little 20-something, little $20,000 joint. You feel me? A little $20,000, $23,000, $24,000, $400 car note. You have Apple CarPlay in that thing probably. Chilling. It's an A to beer. Just get an A to beer. Live within your means. Don't be like these motherfuckers that really can afford a Boo, a Malibu. They only can really afford 25, 28. You dig what I'm saying? 30 at the most. Little $400, a month joint for 4-5 years. You dig? But no, they just don't want to do it. They gotta, because they're LPN. Or they're LPN or some shit. Or they're a school teacher. They gotta pull up in the teacher's parking lot. They can't afford it though. You a new school teacher. You just graduated of college. You on the low end of the totem pole. Or what's a job where they got like a parking lot where everybody park in the same lot and they get off at the same time and everybody walk out at the same time so they'll see what car you getting in every day. What's a good job? They got a parking lot. Like a trying to think of a good one. When it's quitting time, everybody walking out to the lot at the same time. You gotta have that lot, that walk. Then you gotta have that conversation. And then you got to keep the conversation going, and you're going to keep talking while you walk into your car like, yeah. And then you hit the button so they can see, oh, that's you? That's you? That's nice. You got to do that. So they go, knowing you can only afford a 25, 26, your budget really $450 a month. But nah, you bypass Chevy, you bypass Honda, you bypass Toyota. You gotta go. You go to Benz. You go to Acura. You go to Audi, and you go get you a little C-Class for 45, 47, some shit like that. You go put yourself in a big ass Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, 60, 50 some, 60. You know? And then now you at $900 a month, $1,000 a month. But you justified by, well, we can work with you. We can get your note down to $700 a month for 96 months. And $700 a month too much. $786 is too much for you. It's too much. But you say, okay. You justify by saying, I'm going to have to go do a little door dashing. You try it out. You sign up for it. You go out there a few days and you just realize you don't like it. You feel like, man, you got your college degree. So you stop. You ain't disciplined enough. You didn't put yourself in this situation. You got all this car. You got too much car. For 96 months. You paying on this for 96 months. You get them 45-day grace period. Then when that note hit, you realize that, shit, you ain't got that extra $786. You ain't really got it. Because after you paid all your other bills, this is pretty what you got left. So you don't pay it. And this is what happened. A lot of these chicks, it's a lot of chicks. As far as the ones that I know, because a lot of people was up for repo, a lot of the ones that I was mostly chicks. And they notes was $700-800. A chick note is about $400. For chicks is in the $300 to $400 note. But no, they want to stomp with the big dogs. They want to have the look. They want to do the hashtags and shit like that. Instead of living within their means. Them Camrys is pretty nice. I think it's a nice chick car. To a little Camry. And you tint the windows a little bit. 20%, 30% or whatever. Or a Kia. That's a nice car. The Optima. It's nice. The Hyundai Sonata. The Hyundai Elantra. It's nice. It's affordable. They want to live above their means, so that's why the repossessions is high. So, get you something that's within your means. So, all right. Can people afford cell phones or landlines? People definitely afford cell phones. They'll pay their cell phone before they pay their car note. The cell phone has become high on the priority list now. Notice we don't see cell phones getting cut off like that. I rarely hear, hey man, you help me with my cell phone bill? Nah. Motherfucker, listen, we want to keep it a buck, or what we keeping it? We keeping it 1,000, or y'all just want to just not keep it 1,000? Cell phones is and this is to the people who young. Back in the day, like getting a cell phone was difficult. Like you had to go through a credit check and everything back in the day to get a cell phone. They just wasn't giving anybody a cell phone like they give it. They'll trust you with a brand new iPhone because they know you're gonna pay the bill. Historical data has shown that they ain't gonna pay they gonna pay their cell phone bill before they pay their rent. This is facts. Back in the day, you had to go through hell and high water to get a cell phone. You had to go through a credit check. You had to have good credit. You had to get approved to get a cell phone. Now, they just give it to you because they know you're going to pay the bill. Because why? You got to scroll. You got to text. More importantly, you got to scroll. You got to post. People can't live without their phone. It's homeless people that got phones. It's people that's what they call themselves van life. They got phones. It's van life with phones. Van life got the new orange iPhone. Van life got the new orange iPhone, bro, doing content in the van. I'm not bullshitting you. Van life got the new iPhone, the orange joint. Ain't that something? That should tell you a lot. And the cell phone companies know that. Every person that I know who got their shit repoed, you know how I found out? Because they called me and told me. Hey man, my car got repoed. Can you loan me something? They called. That tells you a lot. To me, a phone is not a priority as it in comparison to housing and transportation. Those to me are, especially if you're working, you need wheels to get back and forth to work. You can't get to the money without the wheels. You can technically do it without a phone. You know why? You know why I can say you can technically do it without a phone? Because I lived through periods where a phone wasn't a thing. Now it's a thing. I lived through periods where your parent would leave, go to work early. You would leave the house to go to school. I would leave the house, walk down the block, catch the 87th Street bus, a few blocks to the V. No cell phone. Mom at work, shit, anything could happen to my black ass on that walk. Leave school, take the bus, back to the crib. No phone. Nowadays, a parent ain't letting their kid, little bitty kid, gotta have a phone. So I've lived through generations where a phone wasn't even a thing. You can 100% live without a phone. You don't need a phone. It's just people are scary today because they got this shit in their head. And, people have change and shit like that. But if it came to my car and my rent or my phone, Mark Black ass gonna make sure he got that roof over his head. And if I got a job and I need my car to get me back and forth to the money, I'm gonna keep my car. I'm not gonna pay the cell phone bill. Like, prioritize the most important. Fuck that cell phone bill. Today, people will say, fuck the rent. Pay the cell phone bill becomes number one. Cell phone bill becomes number one. So I 100%, know that you can live without a car. Without a phone. See? He's right. I have a tenant right now waiting for an eviction date. Works every day. Goes to work every day. doesn't pay rent, but has a phone. So a lot of people are in situations because of their priority, how they prioritize, how they lack discipline. They make emotional decisions as it comes to purchasing. A lot of people don't cook. They eat out like crazy. He says he spends a lot of money on DoorDash. Here's a person, and I hate to use your example, but you brought it up in the chat, lives in a hotel room, already down on his luck. You know, he's expressed that. I'm not making fun of him. Lives in an extended stay, I believe, with a kitchen. Common sense would say, take the money that I have. I got a family of 5. Let's go to Walmart, get some groceries. Let's make the money stretch. But here's a guy that works all day doing DoorDash to give the money right back to DoorDash. You can't make this shit up. This is why we invest in DoorDash. I told you guys. Damn it. This guy says he does DoorDash all day and then comes home and calls DoorDash and gives them the money back. You can't make this shit up, man. This God damn it, man. God damn it. This is why we invest in DoorDash. I told you people make foolish decisions and we look at it as an opportunity. Where you say it at? Give me a second. Hold on. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Where you put it at? Right here. I keep sending my soldiers out for pizza, buffalo wings, and cannolis. The man does DoorDash all day, comes back to the hotel room and calls DoorDash. Check it out. The man is out delivering food. The man is out delivering food on DoorDash. And instead of just getting his food before he goes back to his hotel, he runs back to the hotel and goes back on the other DoorDash app to give the money that he spent all day making back to him. This is crazy, bro. You can't make this shit up. This is what I'm saying. People have become convenient, want convenience and want to live. You know, ordering food back in the day was like pizza, because pizza and Chinese food was delivered. Pretty much everything else you had to go pick up. But that was a privilege. Like ordering food was a privilege. Why? Because there was a delivery fee that was associated with pizza. Then there's a tip, right? So it was a privilege, and that your family may have indulged in that privilege maybe every other week on payday. Now you have people that do it every day, multiple times a day, because it's become the norm, I guess. Because it's only the norm. There's people who can't really afford to indulge in that level of privilege that do it every day. Crazy, he should be cooking. He should be utilizing the stove in that extended stay and making that money that he earned stretch. Listen, I got to teach these people how to be poor. You got poor people that don't know how to be poor. See, you know a motherfucker that's poor who come from the struggle and got about that shit. You never forget where you came from. I know what it's like to be successfully poor and come up out of it. So Crazy, I'm finna give you some game before I get up out of here, because I see you need the help. You work all day, you do your little DoorDash, you make your little money, whatever it is. You go to Walmart, you got 5 people. You got you, your wife, 3 kids. I'm gonna just listen to me, bro, and just do what I tell you. I don't want no back talk, because you ain't got it. This is what you do. Go get you some bread. Go get you a big thing of rice. Go get you a bag of potatoes. Go get a bunch of lunch meat. Or go get you a thing of ground beef. Go get you some pasta, whatever type of pasta, spaghetti. You can make a meal for a family. Spaghetti, the pasta, $1. The ground beef, maybe $6-7. The salsa, $2-3. You get the generic shit. You don't get a chance to get the good shit. You got to get generic. You got a meal for $10, pimp. You got a meal for $10. Why are you calling DoorDash, bro? Why are you eating out? You can't afford to. That's Monday. Spaghetti Monday, bro. You spaghetti. Like, dude, why I gotta teach you how to be poor, bro? And I'm not poor. I'm not poor no more, but I'm gonna teach you how to be poor successfully. Check this out. That's Monday. Tuesday. Pay attention. Pay attention, crazy. Go get you some bread, some lunch meat, some mayonnaise. Tuesday. That's it. Wednesday. Get that thing, the noodles. Just get the whole thing. I think it's like maybe a couple dollars. You get a bunch of packs in there. Wednesday. Got to teach you how to be poor, bro. What's wrong with you? Thursday. This will stretch you for the whole week. Go get a bag of potatoes. You can get a bag of russet potatoes, Idaho potatoes for $5, bro. A big bag for $5. Go get you some rice, a big bag of rice. White rice, brown rice. Go get you a thing of chicken. Enough for, the whole family. Or you can go get you a meat, some ground beef. It can make you a little medley, dude. Make you a little medley or something. You dig what I'm saying? Get you some ground beef. Not ground turkey, but some ground beef. You really can't afford it. Maybe some chicken. Now you got a nice dinner. That'll stretch you a couple days. Why? Because them potatoes going to be there. Go get you a few cartons of eggs. $1 at Walmart. Bag of potatoes, $5. Loaf of bread, $1. So now you got a week worth of food, bro. Take one of them days, work really, really hard, go to Walmart, get you a crock pot. Man, just have your wife cut some of them potatoes up, put them in there. Get you some green pepper, some red pepper, some yellow pepper, cut them up, put them in there. You dig? Go to Walmart, get you some seasoning. It's like 97 cents. Throw a little Cajun there. You Hispanic, so you probably want a little Cajun, a little of that Goya. Put a little of that Goya. Well, you might not be able to get the Goya. But if you can get the Goya, put a little Goya in there. You dig what I'm saying? Cut up an onion. Throw that onion in there. Cut up that chicken that I told you to get. Cut that up in there. Put them potatoes in there. Put whatever other vegetables you want in there. A little water. Put the lid on it. Man, forget about it. Forget about it. Let it cook. While you out doing your DoorDash all day, they got the sandwiches that we talked about earlier in the week to get them throughout the day. Now, let me give you the finesse on the sandwiches, Crazy. I got to teach Crazy how to be poor, man. He tweaking, bro. He don't know. That's why he can't get out the hotel. Now, here's how you dress the sandwiches up in case you get bored, Crazy. This is what we do when we was coming up. You don't got to just eat it cold every day. So what we would do back in the day when we was coming up, we'd take the salami, take a little skillet. Or you could do bologna like that. Take a little skillet, heat it up a little bit. Take a little slice of the salami, throw it on the skillet. Just let it heat up. You ain't trying to cook it. You ain't cooking it. You just letting it heat up. Once you start to see that middle part come up a little bit, flip it over. Then when you see that little middle start to come up, take it off, put it on the bread. Let me tell you how you dress it up. Drizzle a little mustard on there. Put another slice of the bread, cut it in half. Boom, that's lunch. See, I let you really know what it is because, see, they like marketing it. See, I told you what it was to prove to you that middle, that once it start to heat up, the middle of that salami, that bologna is starting to come up, the middle part. Oh, yeah, he really about that shit. See, you would only know if you did that. You would only know if you did that. That's lunch. If you need a little snack, go in the cupboard and get you a bag of oodles and noodles. If the little pack that come in the little noodles ain't enough crazy, just take a little hot sauce, a little bit, stir it up. Stir it up. The whole time you got that crock pot going. It's been going about 7-8 hours. You about 3-4 more hours in DoorDash, and by the time you come home, shit, that you got you a nice meal. So you turn the crock pot off. That chicken should be nice and tendery, and you got your potatoes, and you mix vegetables, and you got a meal. If you want to put the rice in there, cook the rice, cook a little thing of rice on the side. Once you take that out, boom, throw a little side of rice on the side, mix it all up. Is Crazy still here? My wife only, see, this is why you fucked up now. You don't know how to be, you poor, but you not successful at being poor to get you up out of poor. You trying to do too much. You doing, matter of fact, call in, Crazy. I want to have a conversation with you. I got a little time. I got about 15 minutes, man. Call in. I want to talk to you, bro. Hey, is that Sage? Hey, Sage, call in. I need to holler at you. Hey, Sage, call in. I need to holler at you. Matter of fact, Crazy, don't call. I want to talk to Sage. Sage, call in. I want to holler at you, and don't dodge. Hey, Sage, don't dodge me neither. Sage, call in. Call in, cause you know, I need to holler at you. Don't dodge me neither. Hey, call in. Don't dodge me neither. 312-772-5483. Don't dodge me neither. Since you in here, call in. You call in any other time. Call in. Call in. Don't dodge Big Mark. Call in. You call in any other time. Call in today. I want to holler at you for a second. Let's see if he called. Hey, call in. 312-772-5483. Let's see if he called. Now, he call in every other time. Now I'm asking him to call and he won't call. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. Call in. Call in. Is the line open? The line is open. Call in. Why you not calling, Sage? You don't want to have a conversation? Or you want to just keep playing and trolling and shit? Because any other time you call in. Now I'm asking you to call in and you won't call. I wonder why. So you can't, like if you're going to play, then you can't be scared to have the conversation. Because the only thing you're doing is just not, I'm calling you out to call in. You got so much to say. You got so much to say. So now I'm asking you to call in and have the conversation. Because we know you watching. Call in. Phone number is on the screen. Listen, see, I be telling y'all, boy. I be telling y'all. I keep telling y'all, I'm the boogeyman out here in these streets. Like, these cats, they do a lot of talking. Big Mark will call you out. See, Big Mark ain't with all the under jabbing and all that shit. I'm not with none of that. You in the chat. You call any other time. Now I'm asking you to call up and you won't call. Cause you know it's like, come on, man. Come on. For real. Nah, I don't want to hear that on the phone shit, bro. I don't want to hear that. You got time to type in the chat, but you like to talk a lot of shit. So, man, let's have a conversation. I'm the boogeyman around this motherfucker, boy. I'm telling you. I'm quiet. I let motherfuckers throw all their little sneak jabs, and I don't say nothing. Motherfucker done said a lot of shit. A lot of wrong shit. You dig? So you come over here in the chat and you got time. I don't care about no on the phone. I don't care about that shit. You got time to be on the phone and type. Hello?
Yeah. What up?
What up? Who that? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. What up?
Who is this? Hey, bro, look, check it out. You got to turn the TV up in the back. Exactly. You sounded like a clout chaser. You and him talking about I'm here. What up? Come on, bro. Stop playing. Listen. Check it out. Big Mark, listen. Big Mark is cool. I'm cooling. Big Mark cooling, bro. Big Mark don't bother nobody. He minds his business. He does his little content. But people like throwing jabs at Big Mark. Big Mark ignore it. Why? Because Big Mark the bigger individual. Because I know how I can get. It can get ugly. Big Mark done won every single battle he had. Every single one. Why? Because I don't go fucking with people, bro. I don't fuck with people. I was always raised, and a lot of my success and maneuver, the reason why I'm still alive, I attribute it to my upbringing. I don't go fucking with people, bro. This man been fucking with me for 12 days now, and y'all wouldn't even know it. You know why? Because I just ignore it. Man has said some very outlandish things about Big Mark. Very outlandish. Very outlandish. Big Mark ignored it. Big Mark ignored it. Big Mark the bigger man. Big Mark don't take private conversations to the internet. Big Mark, it's just like last year, bro, do you not? Bro, I don't want, like, you on the phone, but you got, here's the thing, bro. You got a lot of time to type. Bro, you know, I'm on timing. See, when you fucking with somebody, you can't control how they respond. This is why, and this is what I was alluding to. When you go fucking with people, you can't control how they respond. So that's why you shouldn't go fucking with people. All right? That's why I don't fuck with people, bro. That's why I don't bother nobody. I just play on the back end, on the defense. Because when you go fucking with somebody, You can't control how they respond. Now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go piss. I'm going to go piss. And when I come back, I don't care about that phone shit. You got a lot to say. The phone number is on the screen. So, I tried to have the conversation with you. You dodge. You come on every morning and you do this. Big Mark, ignore this shit. I'm a big dog. I don't get in my feelings. But since you here, fuck it. Let's have a conversation. Because you done said some very outlandish things. Very outlandish. Very outlandish. Person called me out, man. I'm hanging up the phone. Man, what it is? What's up? This how I'm pulling up with it. What up? What up? Let me call you back. Somebody trying to pull up on Big Mark. What up? It is what it is. What up?
I have to get the burgers.
What up?
Hey, did you not read the comments when I said I was on an insurance call, or did you just ignore those?
I read it. I saw it. But here's the thing. Did you hear what I said?
Hang on. So when you kept calling me out saying, why didn't I call in? Why didn't you say, oh, hang on. Okay, you're going to call in, but you're on an insurance call. Okay, I'll wait.
So I'm going to answer the question. You know why? Because when you go fucking with somebody, you can't control how they respond. That's why you shouldn't fuck with people.
How am I messing with you?
Sage, you want me to do it? You want to do this, right? All right, so let's start. Let's work our way back. Hold on. No. Fuck all of that. Let's work our way back. We're going to start this morning. I'm an animal. So instincts are people of a low IQ like an animal.
Yes.
So I'm an animal.
If that's what, no. When even Destiny, I did a video that even Destiny said the exact same thing.
I don't
other people
Destiny.
do the exact
I don't know
same
Destiny. I know you. So hold on. I'm gonna let you talk because I don't do like how you acted on the first in the Discord. I will never do that because that's emotional. So I'm gonna let you respond. Hold on. I'm gonna let you respond. Give me a second. I'm gonna let you respond. I don't do what you do. I don't hang up on people. I let people respond. Let me explain something to you. And I tried to explain this to you before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain it one time. I'm gonna let you respond.
Okay.
Me and you are two different people.
Correct. Never said we were the same.
I respect everybody's opinion on shit. A lot of people, two things can be right at the same time.
True.
I don't come from where you come from and you don't come from where I come from. I process shit differently than you.
True.
All right? In a situation like the other day,
yes,
instinct would have told me, keep my hands up. Why? Because I come from an environment, I can decipher a police officer's motive by how they communicating. Hey man, come here. What you doing over there? Let me talk to you right now. Hold on, I'm not done. I'm gonna let you talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna let you talk. You called me an animal this morning. That's like calling me a monkey. You said I got a low IQ. Hold on.
I never.
Hold on.
That's a lie.
So
that's a lie.
So can I play your video? Because everybody know Middle American is Big Mark. Don't nobody else use that rhetoric but Big Mark. Big Mark makes all the sayings and shit.
But you're not the only one that used that same thing on a completely different show, and it was stated by
who calls you a Middle American outside of me? That's me.
Well, that's a slur towards me, right?
It's not a slur.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
You use it as a slur.
No, it's not.
Yes, you do.
Where's the slur? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait. Let me
explain you what I'm talking about. You are sorry, Sage. This is the point that I'm trying to make. You just don't have no. You ain't got it, bro. You ain't got no culture. You hold on. Let me explain to you what I mean by that.
Please.
You are the same motherfucker who did a reaction video with Nicki Minaj and goddammit Erica Kirk, and you didn't even know who Nicki Minaj was. People in your Discord, because I was in there, that they had to explain to you. This is how out of touch you are, bro. This is how out of touch. Everybody knows Nicki Minaj. She's probably one of the top 10 most followed people in the world. Yeah. So for you not to even know who Nicki Minaj is just lets me know how out of touch you are.
Yeah. I know who she is. I just didn't know how to pronounce her name properly.
Bro, you said on your show you didn't even know who she was or what she did. This is
I know.
this
In
is
regards
your
to
words.
politics, she's a singer. I mean, that's about it. I would know from her. But what does it matter?
Yeah, it proves my point of how out of touch you are, which is why you go on your show. Ever since that Discord conversation, which I really didn't get a chance to say anything because you just were so hype and excited, and every single day you've been just going on and on and on. I haven't said anything. Every day, every fucking day, you keep going on. Middle American is not a slur.
You use it as a slur, bro. Mark, you use it as a slur.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You middle American people, all you middle American, talking down to middle American people. You use it as a slur.
Do you know what middle American means? This is how I'm proving the point where you don't understand the culture. You trying to involve yourself in some shit where the terminology that I'm using, I know you don't get it because you're not tapped in, bro. You ain't tapped in. Bro, it's not a slur. You know what a slur is? You want me to tell you what a slur is? Hey, nigger. Fucking nigger. That's a race. That's a slur. Correct. If I call a white person a C word or an H word, like George Jefferson, the word George Jefferson used to use. You watched the Jeffersons. You old enough, right? Yeah. You want to say the word?
Yeah, I just did.
What? I didn't hear you. What was
funky?
Okay.
Funky or crackers? What you're saying?
That's a slur, right? If I call you a middle American, that means you're a middle American. You know how I know you don't know what it means? Because on the show Friday, you said, yeah, this guy calls me a middle American, and I don't even live in middle America. That's how I know you don't know. Everybody that's tapped in, they know what Big Mark mean. You ain't tapped in.
Mark, why do you bash middle Americans?
This nigga is really, see what I'm saying? This dude is really, really concerned about, dude, I'm not bashing a middle American. Bro, first of all, this is content, bro. Let me explain something to you. Charlie. This is content. That's a part of my shtick.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the problem too is that you think I don't.
If I say you're a middle American, you think it's really like geographically middle of America. I don't even live in the middle of America.
Well, that was a joke, Mark. That was a joke.
That was lame, though. It was a lame joke.
Well, that's lame to you. Well, you do realize that comedy is, not.
You're not good at it, big dog. You ain't good at it.
I'm not good at comedy?
No, because you're not tapped in, bro. You ain't got it. So when you try to respond to a guy that's under culture on my back, you can't win, bro. So it's best to it's just like mama say, man, pick and choose your battles wisely, bro. We drive the culture. Right, so if I say middle American, you that offended by a middle American, bro. Middle American don't mean, it just means you ain't tapped in, and you not. You don't even know who Nicki Minaj is.
Yeah, well, but that's not really important, is it? And I mean, you do realize that it's like you talking politics. Like I, you know what I'm saying? Like we're both tapped into in different categories of drama that we cover on the internet, right?
Your politics and my politics is two different types of politicking. You are. And don't take this the wrong. You a white man, but you like real white. You not like a new white type of culture white. You like a real white man. Like you just out of touch. Yeah, you are. Okay. You don't know who Nicki Minaj is. You take middle American as a slur, bro.
Mark, you use it as a slur. Mark, you use it as a. I'm not the only one that says this.
No, I don't.
I'm not the only one that says this, Mark.
So is man a slur?
No, you use middle American as a slur.
Is man a slur? This is why I'm finna fuck you up right now. That's why I'm telling you.
Man a slur? I have no idea.
You know why you don't know? You know why you don't know? For the same reason you don't know what middle American means. You taking middle American for exactly what it sounds like. And that's not it. See, anybody that's tapped in, they know what I mean by that.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. 100% right. I don't know what to tell you, Mark.
Don't agree with me if you disagree. This is the reason why I say is man a slur, because I use man all the time.
No, well, you use middle American as a slur. You might not know it. I mean, you might not know it, but you do. I'm not the only one that says this.
Okay, so is man a slur?
I have no idea. I've never heard you use it and how you use it.
You've never heard me use man. What about phoneme? Is that a slur?
Is what?
Phoneme.
I've never heard you use it. No.
You know why? You know why? You've heard me say these things, but you don't.
Because you've used
Hold
it.
on. Let me respond. You know why that goes over your head?
Yeah, tell me why.
You don't even understand that. Anybody that says I use it as a slur, they're just equivalent to you. Right?
Well,
because
Mark,
it's not a slur.
It on me as a slur. You've literally used it on me as a slur. We have to
It's not a slur, bro.
American.
It's not a slur.
We have to stop get him thinking middle American.
You can't get me to stop thinking what I think.
What does that mean? What does that mean when you talk down to me, basically saying that you have to stop giving me,
bro? When did I talk down to you?
I just explained it to you, Mark.
It's not a slur, bro. It means you're not tapped in, bro. That means you come from a place that's not on the map, bro.
I don't come from a place that's not on the map.
I know. That's why I'm saying you're middle American. All middle American means is you're not tapped in. You're not on the map. That's it. Yeah, you don't know that because you're not tapped in.
You talk down to people that if they don't think your way,
let me make it simpler for you. I'm black, bro. I'm black. Okay, you're white. I'm black. You're white.
But I'll figure that out.
No. So when I say that, my culture, you're not gonna understand it. Just like I may not understand. I don't even know what the fuck a game warden was. I'm a black motherfucker from this. Hold on, bro. Let me finish. Okay. I'm a black person from the city of Chicago, bro. Let me explain something.
Please. Like I need this.
There's certain things that I talk, you're taking it the wrong way. And it's not that serious. You don't understand it. That's why you're trying to interpret something that you don't understand and you're assuming something that is not right. A middle American simply means you're not tapped in. You're not on the map.
So it's a slur.
It's not a slur. You're not on the map, bro.
What does the word slur mean? If you were to define the word slur, you're categorizing me with that term.
So like middle American right here, bro.
Exactly. There you go.
I just told you what it was. It's you're not tapped in, bro. Do you know what tapped in means, bro?
You literally used it as a slur and you don't even know it. I'm just saying, bro.
Why are you
not even using the term properly to begin with?
Why are you getting yelling in high-pitched voice and all this extra shit? It's not
Mark, this is my spiel. This is what I do, bro.
But it's weird, bro. Let me explain something to you. You're not tapped in. That's all it means is you're not tapped in.
You're not tapped in. You're not tapped into me.
I don't want to be tapped into you.
Well,
I never tried to be.
Mark, where are we going with this?
American? I can't be, bro.
I never asked you to be. I never asked you to be the slur that you.
And see, here's the thing: I never try to understand it. I don't. That's why I don't put myself in situations. I'm not going to assume anything. If it was something that I wanted to ask, if there was something I wanted to know, I just ask. You assume middle American was a slur, and it just means you're not tapped in. It's just a slick way. Let me explain something to you. It's a slick way just to say a person ain't tapped in. Oh, you ain't tapped in. See, that's
which is a slur, but that's okay.
Slur. All right, bro. I can't, bro. I
mean,
you got it.
I'm just explaining this to you, but you understand. So is this all because I didn't know Mickey Lamage, whatever her name is?
Because you rage quit in the Discord and you got all upset, and then every day you've been on a tirade, and I haven't responded to you. This morning you called me an animal.
No, I didn't call you an animal.
You say I have a low IQ.
I didn't say you have a low IQ.
You say anybody that survived. You say anybody that uses instincts has a low IQ like an animal because they are animals.
That's not what I said. But so basically, what I'm explaining to you is, if you use that rather than critical thinking, common sense, and this other stuff to actually process facts, and you base everything on instinct, that's a low IQ approach. Yes.
So
100%.
So a police officer jumping out saying, "Get the fuck out the car," and I use my instincts to make sure my black ass get home safe. I have a low IQ like an animal.
I don't know where's the car coming from?
Because we're just using this as an example. You said person who uses their instincts is like an animal.
No,
that's what you said. This is what you said.
If that is the sole meaning, like when we were in the Discord, I was bringing facts. And you said you don't want the facts. You just want instinct.
So
instinct hang on, instinct is a feeling. And I said you're in your feelings, not in your emotions.
Survival, bro. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We come from two different worlds because instincts is survival. It's not. Hold on, bro. Let me explain something to you. This is where the lines get blurred. This is where the lines get blurred.
No, the lines get blurred because you believe that instinct is a factual processing of data. It's not. Okay? I went to school in a bad neighborhood too, Mark. It's not just you. Instinct is based on your feelings.
What neighborhood you went to school in, Sage?
Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York?
Yeah.
So you going to school in a bad neighborhood makes, like, what was the point of saying that?
Because you think that you're the only one that had to survive.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You were saying that. All I said was middle American. What does going to school in a bad neighborhood have to do with anything that we talked?
You're pivoting. You're pivoting.
What does you're pivoting. What does a bad neighborhood have to do with anything?
You that instinct.
You know what you did? You know what you did that? That was like a thing to like fit in. Like I would have never did that. Because that has nothing to do with the conversation. Schooling, the neighborhood of the schooling, the neighborhood, none of that has anything to do with what we're talking about. You said I went to school in a bad neighborhood too. What does that have to do with anything?
Right. 100%. You're 100% right, Mark. 100%. 100%. Yep. I
don't understand. The conversation was flowing until you said that. I don't get that. What does that have to do with anything?
Because I'll try to explain. So when you keep saying that an instinct, when somebody has
there's good schools in bad neighborhoods. There's good teachers in bad neighborhoods.
When I try to explain
34 years in bad neighborhoods. What are you talking about, Sage?
Is my mic not on?
But what was the point of that? No, I want to get to that. What was the reason for saying that?
Is my mic on? Is my mic on? Can you hear me? Or no? Did we get cut off? Oh, I guess we got cut off.
Dude, I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay. So when I start talking, are you going to start talking?
Sage, you came in my Discord 12 days ago and I didn't get a chance to say a word. You yelled at me. You told me to be quiet. And I let you talk crazy to me. I don't let nobody talk crazy to me like that.
Wait a minute. Mike,
hold on.
You're again, here you are. So that's not what happened in the Discord.
Quit and you did all the talking. It's unbelievable.
That's not what happened in the Discord.
Okay.
Again, right? When we were talking about, so the car thing, I don't know where you're coming from with that because we never talked about that in the Discord. But where do you want me to start? You want me to start the school thing? So the first thing you keep saying is survival and instincts. Yes, an instinct is a feeling you get. It's a feeling you get. It could be right. It could be wrong. You get instincts. That's not facts. That's not data. That's not precise calculations that you can, calculate something and get a hypothesis and keep doing it over and over again, right? Okay. So that's a feeling. So you're not the only one that had to survive.
What does that have to do with anything, bro?
Because
we were talking about middle Americans. We weren't talking about survival.
Didn't he bring up survival? Didn't he just bring up survival?
We were talking about middle Americans and understanding middle Americans. We weren't talking about street survival.
I gotta mute him for a second. Am I losing my mind?
You can't mute me. I'm on my own line.
No.
You're gonna mute me.
All right, you're mute. Am I losing my mind?
Interrupting.
He keeps
talking to different shit, not staying on topic.
And see, Sage, this is the shit that I'm talking about right here. Okay. This is the shit I'm talking about. You're live in your Discord right now.
Yes, I'm always live in my Discord.
Of course, your people are gonna side with you.
Because do you want me to play the video, play the back? We were talking about instinct and survival.
Was right.
I just don't understand. For 12 days, you've been on this tirade about a conversation that happened in the Discord that didn't really, it wasn't even a big deal, and you've been in your feelings about it for 12 fucking days. Why? You feel the way you feel. You think the way you think. I don't think like that. You can't make me think like that. But at the end of the day, when I went to sleep, I didn't think about it the next morning, the next day. I haven't went on 12 days of fucking content every morning in your monologue. It's a middle American. What the fuck for, bro?
I literally only talked about the incident like one time.
Correct. I haven't talked about every 12 days.
So is all your content on public right now? Because we can go through it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's only one that's membered.
No, because one time you've alluded to the middle American thing. You alluded to the day.
I
You
thought
alluded to the
America-
Friday. You
Well,
alluded to the next day. Come on, man. Let's
think-
not play this. I guess this
I
is
think
that
it's
like
funny.
low IQ thing, I think, huh?
Yes, I think
Stupid.
it's funny. I think the fact that you use middle American as a slur and then you've used it against me, I think it's funny. Yes.
I've used it against you.
Yes.
And who else?
Well, you've used it in this show. I don't know how many times.
And
Okay.
anybody in Middle America?
So
Anybody who feels-
so
anybody who
middle
feels-
American, I guess they think it's like a thing against like white people or something, which
No, it doesn't.
they're
think it's
wrong.
white people.
they're wrong.
Well, I never,
Middle
don't
American
under-
just means a person that's not tapped in. That's it.
No, it doesn't. Look at the fucking definition.
can you? I guess you don't
Right there.
understand-
That's my point.
don't under-
See how angry he
you don't
is? That's my point. They're taking it, like I said early, for literally
Okay.
what it
Yeah.
is. Dude,
I
I grew
understand.
up on hip hop. We take words and we make them to what we
What's that have
want
to
them
do with
to.
anything?
But you're
What's
not
that
going
have
to
to do with
understand what it
that have
means
to do
because
with
you're
anything?
taking it literally from middle of America. And I just said at the beginning of the sentence, it doesn't mean you're in the
Mark.
middle of America.
100%,
Like,
Mark.
yells, that's what the fuck it means.
It's like
And
talking
these
to
guys,
me.
bro. I will never do. This is it for me. I can't do it no more.
Okay, good. 100%. I agree with you 100%.
You know,
You're right.
because I said at the beginning, it doesn't mean middle American. This guy just wigs out and says, "Look at the definition, bro." I said fat. I'd be like, "Yo, that shit is fat." It doesn't
Which is
mean
the-
that you're obese. It just means that it's nice. If a chick has a fat ass, it
What does
doesn't mean it's
obesity have to
literally
do with
fat.
anything?
It means
I have no idea.
it's
I'm lost.
it's PA. I know you're lost.
I'm literally lost in the conversation right now.
I know
because
you're lost.
You use it as a slur to talk down to people.
No,
You've used it in this. Okay,
Tweaking, bro. This is what you're doing.
You tweaking.
I really don't care, to be completely honest.
So
I think it's funny.
right. So I tried to explain it to you. You're gonna listen, and whoever
Not
you got
really.
in your Discord, you're believing, like he said, the definition. I said at the beginning,
No.
it doesn't. I'm not. It doesn't mean what the definition. It doesn't mean geographically the middle of
understand.
America, bro. You just
So
not
when you
tapped
say-
in.
So when you
I just, bro, I
still-
can't, bro.
you
You're gonna
understand that it's still a slur, right?
no,
When you,
it's
how you
not.
use
You're
it?
making it a slur, and he just proved it. He just
I know.
proved it by yelling and saying saying the fucking definition.
No, I don't care what he says. I'm
But
talking.
well, here's the thing: when you're having a conversation with another person, but then you have it set where other people can chime in. I would never even do that.
Yeah, but
If
that's-
me and you were having a conversation, I'm not gonna open the line for other people to chime in, bro.
Well, I didn't know you could hear me, so
Yeah, they can
it is
hear
what it is.
yeah, my
But
Discord.
but me and him are talking.
Yeah, but you understand that that's you, Mark. You're not tapped in. You're not tapped into the stage outcast, bro. You don't understand. When I come on live, my whole crew comes in. See what I'm saying? The problem is you're just not tapped into my experience of Discord/phone conversations. It's actually you, bro.
Okay,
It's actually you not understanding, but you not being tapped in.
right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See how that works? See how that works?
I don't.
See my-
I hear you. I don't like. I know what you're doing, but it's like I don't really care.
Yeah.
So I
I
tried
don't-
to
I
have a
don't-
converson with you. You want to act
This is
immature?
the
Hang on.
problem
I
with
wanna get-
everybody
cool,
in
bro.
society.
Right.
They want to just take words that actually mean something. They just want to change them and make it their own little thing and try to be cool.
Right. And then when
Like,
you,
come on, man.
what
Just
you-
use the words how they're intended.
and when you use terms to talk
definitions.
down to people, those can become slurs. So my question to you is, you remember when we were talking about instinct and I was talking about actual facts, and you're like, I don't care about any of the facts. I use instinct. And you realize that instinct is a feeling, correct?
I'm listening to you, bro. I'm not finna argue back with 2 and 3 people, bro. Because I don't do sucker
I
shit,
was
bro.
the only one talking right there.
I don't
in
do
regard-
sucker shit, bro.
You
I'm not
read-
gonna invite people up here. I don't
you-
do sucker shit. So if y'all
got-
want to just yell
But
and
check-
tell me how to use words and this, that, and the third, I'm just gonna let you talk, bro.
Okay, well then,
And be
perfect.
done.
Let me talk.
Because
how you
like
talk?
I don't do sucker shit. I would never do no sucker shit like that, bro.
You're not tapped in, bro. You're not tapped into
That's lame,
technology.
bro. That's lame.
Okay. So
If
do
you
you
want to have
remember
a conversation, have the conversation, bro.
conversation? Do you remember how we were talking about facts and you said that you didn't care about the facts? You only go on instinct. And I said, well, you're in your feelings.
I didn't-
You realize
Word, Sage. So if you're
No,
gonna say it verbatim. I didn't use the word instinct.
the feeling that you were using was your instinct, because we have a terminology for that survival word. It's called instinct, correct?
That's not the word that was used, bro. So if you're gonna do this, make sure that you recite what I said verbatim.
Right. So when you say that you focus on survival and your feelings, and you can just tell. No, I'm sorry, you didn't use feelings.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
What did you say?
If you say it, because this is your thing.
Here's the problem we're having.
No,
okay?
just recite it verbatim. That way, it's verbatim.
You're right. You're right again, Mark. You're always right.
Don't make it up. Just recite it verbatim. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm good, because you realize that how you interpret stuff is through instinct. I'm not saying that you said that. That's how you do things.
It depends. It depends on the situation.
You didn't care about facts.
It depends on the situation. Listen. I'm not finna talk to 10 people, bro.
You're not talking to 10 people. Are you hearing voices in your head right now? Are you hearing voices in your head right now? Because the only person talking is me.
Hey, Sage, you know what, bro?
And you won't answer my question.
Because I didn't say that. I said what I said verbatim.
Well,
do you understand what verbatim means? Or are you just too low IQ?
I don't remember 12 days ago what you said verbatim.
Okay. So then you shouldn't be in. You shouldn't be.
Do you?
If you don't remember 12 days ago, then you shouldn't be making things up. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Well, agree. Do you remember what
it can get misconstrued? Don't you agree?
Do you remember what you said 12 days ago verbatim?
Not verbatim, but I think what you're alluding to is false.
Then yes, you said this verbatim.
No, I didn't.
Sure you did. If you don't remember, you can't tell me you didn't.
It wasn't that word. I didn't use instinct.
100% it was. If you don't remember, you can't tell me it wasn't.
All right. I think that's very childish.
It's not childish, but you want me to...
Because here's the thing. I'm not going to put words in someone's mouth, and I'm not sure. I'm just not going to say anything at all. If I can't remember exactly what they said, I'm not just going to make something up, because it can be misconstrued. And that's how lies start, and that's how and people get fucked up like that. You can make some shit. Hold on. You can make some shit up, and it can get misconstrued, and that's how people get into trouble. And that's why I don't do it. And that's why I don't think you should do it. And for you to say it's okay to do it, it tells a lot about you.
I didn't say it was okay to do it. I'm being sarcastic because you want me to record.
I think this is a serious conversation, and I think sarcasm should not be in it.
Every time I talk, you just start talking.
No. What I'm telling you is, I don't think you know how to read the room. This is a serious conversation. I don't think you should be incorporating sarcasm, because I haven't incorporated sarcasm.
This is not a serious conversation.
It's very serious, and you don't understand how serious it is.
It actually is not.
Okay. It was serious to you that night. You came in there, you acted the way you acted, and then for the past 12 days, wait a minute. You basically said that it was fraud because somebody didn't plow their driveway. Hold on. Right? You mentioned that word. Let me address something.
Why
you said something on your show the other day, and this is how I really don't be caring, because I forgot about it. But why you just used the word fraud, it triggered something. You said that I'm over here promoting welfare fraud.
You did.
When did I promote welfare? I know what situation you're talking about, but I'm finna prove a point. It was when I reacted to the guy in the truck, right, with the kids, right?
Yeah, that was.
Actually, let me tell you what I said. Let me kick it with you real quick. And this is how I know. This is how I know, and this is finna prove to you, you ain't gonna understand it.
Of course I'm not. Then why are you bothering?
I said, look. Hold on. I said, look.
I don't care, to be completely honest.
I said,
you
look.
basically told her to stay home, and then told him to not tell him he didn't live there and get the money.
This is the point that I'm trying to make. You don't understand black satire. You're too white, bro. You don't understand black satire. That was satire.
Then you don't understand white satire, bro.
Dude, it was black satire.
White satire.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Sage. You said a motherfucker had low IQ. You did all this dancing and shit. Now you tried to rage quit. Told you he was gonna rage quit. He can't have the conversation. When it got heat, see, when I brought it up, it got hot. It got hot. People will show their true colors. They will show their true colors. Got hot. Big Mark forgot all about the when he said the promoting well. The man put, that's like sending a motherfucker, that's like saying a motherfucker a snitch or something, bro. You just gonna put that jacket on me, bro, like that. What's wrong with you? You see, when I was finna come for him, he got up out that gym. Got up out that gym. Yeah, he got up out that gym. Hung up. He didn't understand black satire. What is you talking about? Yeah. But then never heard me say man. But then went and said, oh, man, anybody that watched that live stream today, I said, man, if he really knew you dig what I'm saying, he would have took his Timberland boots from the door. She would have went and got on the snap. I did all the antics. She would have went on and got on the snap. When it went on, got on Section 8, he know better to leave his Timberlands at the door. He on the road anyway. I did all of that. That's the satire, bro. Why? Because I'm from the culture. He wouldn't understand that. That nigga live in Maine somewhere. He live in Maine. Then all the white people in the chat, here they are, they angry. You fucking use the word. I use the fucking word the way I want to use the word. Fuck wrong with you? You can't tell me the way I use the word. I'm from the culture. I grew up listening to hip hop. We take words, we use them. You better use the word the way we want you to use the word. The way it is, I don't got to do shit. I use the word the way I want to use it. We took fat and made it fat. Fat farm. We took the ism. We took words and we make them what we want. And you know what you do? You come take all our culture. We the culture. God damn it. I didn't tell him to leave shit. Whenever I told him to leave, I said, goddamn lie. I ain't never told that motherfucker to leave. That nigga just hung up on his own self. I never told him to leave. When I tell him to leave? You want me to replay it? I never told him to leave. Shit, I'm with the smoke. Big Mark always with the smoke. He thought he was finna come up in here and talk all this shit and then say all this dumb shit. Tell me you're a slur. No, it's not. If you use the words the way they're intended. And this is going to be the last time. He finna run content for the rest of the year about this shit. This is the last time I'm going to talk about it, so I'm finna get everything out now. Because I don't do lame shit. He used the word the way they're intended. Even the person in the background got in his feelings and got to yelling. We don't use the words the way we intended if we don't have to. We use the words the way they intended when it's time to use them, but if we want to take it, flip it up, rub it down, we can. You dig? Now, when I say you dig, that don't mean you're actually digging. That means, do you get it? You see what I'm saying? That man said, you got to use the words the way. Man told me we got to use the words. You hear how they talk to the brother, man? You got to use the words the way we made it out to be. If you use the goddamn words the way, I don't got to do a goddamn thing. This black motherfucker here is up. And see, that's what it is. Ooh, they don't like it. Mama said, man, you get up, they ain't gonna like it. Ooh, the nigga up. He up. They trying to get Big Mark up out the way. They trying to get Big Mark up out the way. She said, you said, Sage, get out of here. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They take everything like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. He said they. Like, man, come on, man. He don't want this smoke. It's ugly out here, boy. I went to a bad school, too. Who said I went to a bad school? I went to CVS. It's in the hood, but it was actually a good school. Just because the school isn't, like, what was the point? I went to a school in a bad neighborhood. What, nigga? My whole life been a bad neighborhood. Fuck you telling me that for, nigga? I live in Chicago. Ain't a goddamn good neighborhood in the city. Downtown, Lincoln Park, everything is bad. You can get it wherever the getting is at is going to catch you. I went to school in a bad, trying to fit in. He did that because he wanted to fit in. He wanted to be a part. I went to school in a bad neighborhood. And fuck out of here, man. Get your goofy ass on, boy. I'm not this black motherfucker you can talk to. I'm up. For real. It can get scary hours out in this motherfucker. I'm the motherfucker, see, I can say what I want because nothing's gonna happen. I'm already gone. I'm dangerous. Mama said, son, ain't nothing more dangerous than an educated black man. I'm educated and I'm street. Ooh, that's an ugly combination. God damn it. Ooh, you saw how they tried to come for Big Mark? They tried to gang up on Big Mark. They tried to gang up on Big Mark. Then the motherfucker in the background yelling, yo, the largest intended. The fuck? For the rest of the week, I'm using all hip-hop slang. I'm using all slang. I'm using all slang. I'm using slang the rest of the week. Talking about I'm slurred. I slurred him. You ain't on the map. Then the man came back and proved that he wasn't on the map. He didn't even know he was telling on himself. I went to school in a bad neighborhood. I lived in Buffalo, New York. Ain't on the map. Buffalo ain't on the map. What map is Buffalo on? See, they going to take it as what it is. Buffalo is on the map. Mark, let me show you. Let me pull out a map of the United States. More importantly, let's focus on the state of New York. And there's Buffalo. See, he don't even know what Buffalo, when I say not on the map, he don't know what that means. But they telling me, no, you have to talk the way things are intended. When it's time to do that. But if I want to express myself in the way of, the culture, then that's what I'm going to do. Because guess what? The demographic I'm pertaining to, they understand when I say it ain't on the map what it means. They don't take it as, oh, it's not physically on the map. They understand. You ain't on the map. I'm not finna sit there and explain it to you. You came over here fucking with, you reached out to me. You reached out to Big Mark. You emailed Big Mark and asked to do collab with me. I didn't even know who you were. Big Mark don't go looking for people. Big Mark the biggest. It's on my back, Charlie. See, I talk that shit because I can back it up. I talk shit, swallow spit. You ain't gonna never out shit talk me. Ever. I've been doing this shit too long. You went to school in a bad neighborhood. It's been bad all my life. Fuck wrong with this dude coming over here trying to tell the brother how to talk. You fucked up by leaving the Discord open and letting people talk, because that just more so proved my claim. Y'all all in there angry and shit, telling me how to talk. You heard the guy in the background say, if you just talk the way you work, then you can't tell. They want to tell the black man how to talk. Ooh, I'm going to use the black man now. See how I'm going to use the black man? Ooh, you dangerous. I'm dangerous. You should have left Big Mark alone. I'm going to use the black man now. I'm going to come and try to tell you. See how they try to talk to the black man and tell how the black man how he should talk? Ooh, they ain't liking it in that Discord right now. They ain't liking it in that Discord. Ooh, they angry. I'm all type of niggas in there right now. I'm nigga this, nigga that. This fucking nigger. Goddamn nigger. I'm all types of niggas in that motherfucker right now. He showed his true colors today, y'all. Ooh, I got it up out of him. Look at the person in here steady defending him. Hey, he asked for this. Look at them. Ooh, look at them. I'm silky. Ugh. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that swag. Ugh. The dreads just, ooh, them locks. Them locks just silky and soft. Ooh, they tried to come bring Big Mark down. It is. It's cool. They came to try to bring Big Mark down. They tried to come. This motherfucker right here. We got to get him. The man said middle American is a slur. You can't make this shit up, bro. The man said, you're using middle American as a slur. Dude, I say black people are middle American. I say more black people are middle American than white people because my audience is more black. I would have really got to digging in his motherfucking ass paws if he wouldn't have rage quit and hung up like he did the other day in the Discord. Because that's what he do. He do that shit on his show. As soon as a motherfucker call up on his show and get to tearing his ass up, he hang up on him. That's what he do. The man said he got bullied as a kid, bro. If you got bullied as a kid, the last thing you should be trying to do is be aggressive on it. Because it's indicative. Like you're trying to be aggressive. You are the agitator. You are the person who starts this shit. But then you said you got bullied. Ain't nobody never bullied Big Mark. So you shouldn't fuck with a nigga like me. You ain't gonna never win. You can't talk more shit than me. You don't know how to talk shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You ain't never finna. Why don't you know who the fuck you talking to? You think I lived through these streets and done did what I did, nigga? If I wasn't him, I'm him. For real. Validated. You are a person that's looking for validation. You're seeking validation. I've been stamped, nigga, out the womb. I went to school in a bad neighborhood too. Just you saying that shit was clown shit. What the fuck does that mean? It's goofy. Ain't none of my subscribers would have never said no goofy shit like that. Hey, Mark, you know I went to school in a bad neighborhood too. What? The fuck you talking about? What the fuck does that got to do with anything? You know, I tell you what it got. He's trying to seek value. He has to figure out a way to fit in. Well, if I say I went to school in a bad neighborhood, they'll let me in, bro. We ain't rocking with that. Stand, you know, you cool where you at. We accept you, but just be you. I know what it is, though. I know what it is. I get it. I get it. Remember when Sage came up here that day? When I first came back. Y'all remember, oh, I'm finna take you down memory lane. That's why I say leave motherfucker alone, bro. Remember he called into the show and said, oh my God, I gotta change my studio, man. You're just outdoing me. That day I was like, what is that got to like? Just keep your studio the same, bro. Man, your studio, man. I'm gonna move everything upstairs and rearrange my studio, man. You're killing me. Even that day, I was kind of like, bro, you tweaking. Why are you gonna do all that? Because I came back with a new studio, so now you trying to compete with me or something? That day I did the side. I just didn't say nothing because I'm playing, man. I gotta keep it P. I listen, one thing about Mark gonna always keep it P. You did that shit on the show. Listen, this is facts. This wasn't no private. You called into the show and said that shit. I would have never said no goofy shit like that. If a motherfucker go out and get something, man, man, that's nice. I ain't never finna say no suck ass shit. Oh my God, you're making me look bad. That ain't P. Now they probably saying, man, what's P? What's P? What's P? You gotta use the letter it's intended for. Nah, man, it ain't P. You can't tell me how to use shit. It ain't P. Crazy, this ain't beef at all. How can I have a beef with a Middle American? This guy's a Middle American, bro. He ain't part of the culture. He don't even understand what it means. He thinks it's a bad thing to be Middle American. Middle American is the opposite of Middle American is urban. That's it. That's it. He takes it as a bad thing. Like I called him a name that's just, written in the history books is just a derogatory term. And that shit ain't P, man. Now go look with P up. They ain't gonna never find the definition of P. They gonna see P and they gonna find it as a letter. They don't know what P is. So right now they upset that they in the Discord talking about, man, what is he talking about? Why doesn't he just use the stuff as it's intended? Man, that shit ain't P. It ain't P, man. And we pushing it over here. We pushing P. Oh, nigga, you fucked up, man. You should have been cool. Man, I was cool with Sage, bro. I didn't have no issues with him. We used to have good conversations. You know, he helped me set up the Roadcaster. You know, I'm giving him some game on some shit. I ain't no hater, bro. I don't got nothing against the man. The man got something against Big Mark. I can't hate on the man. Don't owe me no cheddar. I only got issues with motherfuckers that owe me money and talk crazy. And when you come fucking around with my money or you come crazy talking about my people or something, you got issue with my people, then that's when it get ugly out here, boy. I ain't got no issue. He upset. Them niggas over there tweaking. We pushing P. We pushing P. That's what we doing. That's what they mad about. We pushing this shit over here. We pushing P. See how I was able to just transcend to that and then I knew right where to go with it? He can't do that. He can't do that. He can't do what I do. Oh. The biggest, big dog. It's the biggest. He gonna, wait till tomorrow morning. He gonna go on a, I'm gonna be all types of, he already said I got a low IQ, so I don't know what else he could say. He pretty much called me a dumbass nigga, because that's how I'm taking it. And I tried to give him a chance to explain it, but he quit. He pretty much called me an animal and a dumbass nigga. That's how I'm taking it. So if he's saying I slurred him, I'm taking that shit as that then. God damn it. He said I'm an animal. He said because we survive off, he said, this is what he said pretty much. Black people, we survive off instincts. Because it's like this. And it's going to be in any situation. He said people that survive off instinct are of a low IQ. All right. Get the fuck out of the car, motherfucker. Goddamn right. My instinct send this motherfucking police officer on bullshit. Let me put my hands in there before you shoot my goofy ass. So because you are of your instinct kick in and you throw your hands in the air instead of driving off, you are of a low IQ. And that is equivalent to an animal. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said a person who goes off of instincts, that's a feeling. He said it's a feeling. And it's equivalent to an animal, low IQ. So bad. Let's look any situation. Let's take the most recent situation. Let's take the most recent situation. And rest in peace to her. Me, in that situation, why? My instincts. I know that police officer was on bullshit. I'm not doing shit. Why? Because I ain't no middle American. We have police encounters often. And if we don't have them directly, we see similar interactions indirectly on the news and things like that. We can decipher between a police officer who is on bullshit versus who ain't. So a person who understands that and they come from that type of environment and they have those instincts to understand that police officer A, and I'm using this because this is what y'all heard him say it. Y'all heard him say it. I didn't say it, you said it. Police officer A who says, hey, buddy, what you doing over there? Let me talk to you. What you got going, buddy? Versus police officer B that says, get the fuck out of the car. Your instincts kink in, but instincts is a bad thing. That's a low IQ, similar to an animal. But a person who has these instincts can decipher between the two officers, and that officer B, who's on bullshit, the person who has instincts kick in like, yo, I'm not fooling around with this guy. Get the fuck out the car. Hey man, the car is in drive still, man. My foot on the brake. Man, put it in park, man. Reach across me, you put it in park. Get out the car, man. My seatbelt on. You reach me, I know better. You can reach across me and take the seatbelt off. I ain't doing shit. Those are my instincts. But according to Sage, you are of a low IQ similar to an animal. You know why he can say that? Because he is a middle American. He doesn't come from an environment. And you can see how angry they was in the Discord. See how angry they was in the Discord? Because, see, they don't understand. They don't understand. Their algorithm, their news, the news in Maine ain't like the news here in Chicago or like the news there in LA or like the news down in Atlanta or like the news in New York. Oh, yeah, I'm cooking. Now I'm going to fuck them up now. You should have let Big Mark know. I'm fucking them up now. Yo,
Mark.
what up?
They're not like us. They're not like us.
They ain't like us, big dog. They ain't like us.
They're not like us.
Yeah, tried to come for the big dog.
They try to come get the Jamaicans want.
They tried to come for the big dog. You say what?
I said the Jamaicans warn you about them.
Man, look, bro. Listen,
Fresh warned you.
No. Kirk did warn me. But here's the thing, bro. Like I don't. A person got to show me. You know what I'm saying? And this is like, I promise you on everything I love. So once I say it, y'all got to hold me accountable. I can't do the content thing with nobody, bro. I can't, bro. Cause man, like, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is.
It's
like,
big. What do you mean? You don't
like,
know
bro,
what
I be super nice with everybody, but everybody try to try me. Like, why they think it's, oh, it ain't what y'all think it is. It's gonna get scary out here, boy.
They took Don Diddy. He's getting too big. When you're too big, they come for you.
Man, they just want the ism, but I can't give it to them. It's in you. It's got to be in you. It's in me. The ism in me. It's in me.
Right.
Then they like, man,
they
think they gonna
gang up on you, kid.
They can't gang up on me. I got a mob with me, boy. I got a mob with me, boy. They don't understand when I do that. They don't understand what that is. You dig?
They're not like us.
What you talking about? They better chill out. Walking with the big dog. They like, why is he throwing 5 fingers in the air? Why does he do that? What does that mean? Why does he do that? Oh, man.
Be safe, man. They're not like us. That's the song.
Yeah.
Yo, drop that shit, man. They're not like us.
You want me to drop that, man? I got you, big dog. I'm going to play the first verse. I'm only play the first verse. I got you, big dog. I got you.
Like us, bro.
Stay on the line with me, dog. I got you. We going to have a... Yeah, he want to hear it, man. Hold on. Fucking around with Big Mark. Well, you better leave Big Mark alone. He must ain't seen Big Mark in that. All right, man, that's enough. That's enough. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. I know what it is. See, the gangsters is texting me now saying, man, bro, all right, man, you improved the point, man. He probably, I get it, man. All right, man. Hey, man, look. You can't make this shit up, bro. The man said it's a slur to call a person a middle American. Jesus Christ. I can't. Like, you can't make that shit up, bro. Then his cheerleaders in the back got, you can't get the words the way they're intended. Shit. Them country singing motherfuckers be making shit up too. We don't say nothing when they make up shit. I know what it was the whole time. Ooh, they don't like it, bro. Ooh, they angry. They angry. Damn. Well, This low IQ guy has done pretty well for himself to have such a low IQ. Similar to an animal. How is that possible? How can you have a low IQ and do well? Is that instinct is like an animal. Animals have instinct. That's a low IQ. I would be like that shit would like if that was true, I would really be. But for me personally, I know that's the most ignorant shit that I've ever heard in my life, right? Because instinct is what, and this guy claims he was in the Coast Guard. Don't as a military person, you got to have instincts. This is what the man said. The man said instincts is of a low IQ, and and animals have low IQ. Ignorance. Y'all heard him say it, bro. I didn't make it up. He said it verbatim. Then he tried to say some shit that I said that he forgot exactly what I said, but tried to put things, and I didn't let him. Y'all saw how I didn't let him? How I used my vernacular. See, I turned my vernacular. I stopped with the ebonics. When it got to that part of the debate, when I had to turn that education on, because see, he forgot I'm educated. See, I know how to turn this shit on and turn this shit off. That's where he forgot. So I turned it on, and I didn't let him interpret it the way he wanted to interpret it. I said, no, you have to recite it verbatim. If you can't recite it verbatim, then you have no argument, because what you're not going to do is make up things, make up words, and push a narrative. No, verbatim. Because if I recite something that you said, I'm going to make sure I cite my source, right? I'm going to cite my source. See, this is some educational shit. He didn't go to school. I went to school. Don't forget, the nigger, because that's what they calling me over there, that nigger is an educated nigger. College degree. And my mother is an educator. Multiple degrees. So that's when I turned my education on. I said, no, you have to cite your source verbatim. And if you're not going to do that, then we're not going to allow you to just insert words, because it can get misconstrued. All right. Okay. So hopefully this is a done deal, but I doubt it. He's going to go, and he can't help it, bro. He's 12 days. This guy has been going on and on and on. 12 days. Big Mark ain't said nothing until today. Big Mark waited for the man to pull up. That's how G it is. I'm a P. I waited for him to pull up. Man, hit the call. Big Mark for 12 days, Big Mark seen the man throw jabs. Boom, 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 boom. Mark ain't said nothing. Today the 12th. Big Mark waited for the man to catch the man. We catch him. See, from where I'm from, we going to catch you. We going to catch you. And then we going to hold you accountable. And that's what we did. Caught you, held you accountable. And we done with it. Ain't nothing you can ever say. Ain't nothing you can ever do. You can't ever beat Big Mark with the back and forth. The man said, I promoted welfare fraud, bro. Lied on Big Mark. When did I promote welfare fraud? As soon as I said, bro, you don't understand black satire, he couldn't go nowhere with it. The nigga, I had him in the ropes. I already had him in the ropes. I had him in the ropes. I'm hitting him with the uppercut. I'm really holding him up. He really want to fall. I'm literally pushing them in the road. I'm holding them up. I'm really just torturing them at this point. So once I got them over there, I'm like, man, you don't understand black satire. I didn't promote welfare fraud. I said, man, buddy, your ass out here bodine. He don't know what bodine mean. I said, man, you already know she's supposed to go to the crib, get the Section 8, get the, goddammit, the SNAP. Don't leave your Timberland boots at the door. Don't leave your Timberland boots at the door. Satire, bro. It's jokes. The man goes on his show and says, I'm over here promoting welfare fraud. You just heard him. You told him to tell his wife to go get on Section 8. I didn't tell him shit. Middle American? Everybody saying, didn't I warn y'all about him? Here come Pop Smoke. Everybody saying, didn't I warn? Here go all the man, you weren't right. You was right about that, bro. A few of y'all told me to just, but Big Mark I don't look at, like the way y'all looked at it, I didn't look at it like that. I seen he approached the situation, he reached out, he seemed like a good person. I'm not saying he's not a good person. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not a good person. My argument with him from beginning to end is, bro, we see things differently, and it's based on upbringing, environment. We come from two different cultures. He wants me to understand him, but he doesn't want to understand this. And then he got his cheerleaders in the background telling me how I should talk. They was in the background yelling, talking about we have to use the words the way they were intended when it's time to. And if we don't, we don't. Man, literally in the background, it's cheerleading squad telling me how we should talk. Get the fuck out of here, bro. But I hope y'all look, that was a lesson. That was a lesson. I hope y'all paid attention to that lesson. I learned a valuable lesson. I should have listened to my audience when they told me no. But I hope y'all also learned another lesson. See how they ganged up on Big Mark? And then how he tried to justify it. This is how I roll. Nigga, because you can't roll by yourself. Everything that I'm saying that relates to you being a middle American, you're proving it simultaneously. You just justified. I said, bro, me and you talking, why you got the people in the, because that's how I roll. That's sucker shit, bro. We having a conversation. You need people in the back to cheerlead and hype you up and to help you. Big Mark don't need no help. I don't need no help. I'm a one-man army. You need help. You got to go get people. You like Jim Jones. Jim Jones had to go get people for Dame. I don't got to go get nobody for Sage. You had to go get people for Big Mark. That was sucker shit. Tried to come gang up on the big dog. Just Big Mark just swinging, just knocking motherfuckers out. I'm swinging. I got one motherfucker by his hair. I'm elbowing. Get your bitch ass out of here. I'm dragging this motherfucker. This motherfucker steady swinging. I got that motherfucker out here. I'm muffing this motherfucker. Get your bitch ass on somewhere. Fuck wrong with you? And this motherfucker cop, get your bitch, smacking this. And then I tend to this. Man, shut up. Shut your bitch up. Shut up. Giving this nigga nuggies and shit. Giving them nuggies. Man, shut up, boy. Because I ain't really looking at him like a threat, man. I ain't got no issue with him. He got an issue with the big dog. So I'm giving them nuggies and shit. Shut your ass up, man. Then I turn, give him a wedgie. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Give him a wedgie, bro. All right, man. Take my ass to the gym. All right, man. That's it, bro. I had enough fun. Man, but I hope y'all learned a valuable lesson, man. It still exists. Hey, it still exists. No, ain't no start over. Hey, man, just go to bed. Go to bed, bro. It's a wrap. You can't never, ever, ever in your life. Because if you want it to come back, the number's still up. I would have told your ass, well, you don't want no issues with Big Mark. Ain't no start over. You rage quit because you couldn't handle. You couldn't handle it. You don't even know when to leave well. You still in the chat. You don't know when to leave well enough alone. It's a wrap, bro. You expose yourself. Nobody said nothing bad about you. You in your head assuming things because you're not tapped in. The man think middle American is like a bad thing. There's nothing bad about it. The man is back in the chat, bro. Literally. I just, you can't make it up, bro. See what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker don't even know when to quit, bro. Typical middle American shit. Like the dude in the video the other day getting the shit beat out of him. Dude telling him, get the fuck out of here. He still want to know why. Motherfucker going upside your head. Shut your ass up. Get your bitch ass up. What do you want me to do? Bitch, get the fuck out. Get your bitch ass out of here. He didn't want to stand around and look wide. Like the motherfucker in the movie. The motherfucker in the movie, in them Jason movies, it's all, the black motherfucker know to get the fuck out of there. Man, Jason coming. Black motherfucker running. Matter of fact, black motherfucker, Hispanic black motherfucker, we see other people running, we just start running. We know when something going on, let's get the fuck out of it. White motherfucker, they want to go around the corner and look what's going on around here. What's going on? What's everybody running for? Motherfucker don't know when to leave well enough alone. And there's nothing, you have nothing left, bro. And if you did have something left, you would have called. The phone number is still pinned. It's still up here. Nigga, I go upside your head one more time for the fun of it. The number's still up. I'll go upside your head one more time for the fun of it. Big Mark ain't lost a fight yet. Ain't lost one yet. Middle American, you think I'm gonna let a middle American beat me? I'm from the crib. Listen. Can't no middle American beat me, bro. And nothing. Especially when it comes to this. Can't no middle American. He don't get it. He think this shit jokes. He don't really realize what he did to himself. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the validation. Bro, chill out. It's a wrap. You lost. See, I got to do him different than I do everybody else because usually I'm used to dealing with my own kind. So with him, I got to do it a little different. You dig what I'm saying? I got to do it a little different with him, you dig? So he ain't calling back in. The number on the screen, he better not call back in. He better take that ass whooping and chill. Better take that ass whooping and be cool. Is you cool? Hey, he don't know what that means. Is you cool? Hey, guys, let me go into the Discord and ask them. Hey guys, he's asking me, am I cool? What does that mean? Does it really mean like, am I cool? Like, is the temperature, or like, am I okay? Or because I don't know, guy. I don't want to make myself look bad, you know. And then you came in here and yelling behind me and saying, if you use the words, you made me look bad there. You shouldn't have did that, but we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. So this cool, like, is you cool? Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Pick and choose your battles wisely, man. Mama always said, man, pick and choose your battles wisely. Walk right into that trap. Walk right into it. Walk right into it. Laid the trap. Laid it. Come on, big dog. It's what it is. Hey, man, get out of here. Beat it. You told on yourself. I'm not gonna, like, you in the chat. Like me, once it's up, it's up. We ain't, like, what you... Like, he don't even understand the up. It's up, bro. Like, why are you still in the chat? It's up. It's up. Can somebody explain to him it's up, bro? Because I don't know how to explain it in Middle American. He don't even understand, like it's up, bro. Like, you know, it's up. Like, we up. Like, it's up. So it's like, you know, you got to understand, like, when it's up, how to move, bro. and just realize, like, there's no, I get it. I get why you here. Damn, this dude, I fucked this one up. I fucked this one up. A lot of people like this guy. Even the people that don't like him like him. This guy he can captivate and hold an audience. This guy can just do things for 3 hours, and then he'll just say something, then he'll know the right song to play for what he said, and then he'll say something else. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but the 90 people in the chat understand what he's talking about, and people are laughing emojis, and people are talking. It's just, man, I want that. I want that. Hey, you know what the funniest part to me was? It wasn't even him. It was when the people in the back got to yelling and shit. I was fucking them up too, and I didn't even know they was back there. God damn. I'm fucking motherfuckers collateral damage. I'm tearing shit up. That's why I talk. You know what's funny? I just thought about this. Won't he do it? God work in mysterious ways, don't he? The lecture was about war. I didn't even think of that. Look how I strategized that and maneuvered through that. Oh my God, man. Man, God is awesome. Jesus Christ, bro. See how it all lined up? What if this would have happened Friday when I was doing the business plan? It wouldn't have been perfect. It's perfect today. This is perfect. This is all perfect. God be looking out for me, man. That's why y'all content cats, y'all got to leave Big Mark alone, bro. God on my side. He on my side. You got to leave me alone. I've been doing this too long, and I just be stepping on shit, bro. There's a lot of people that's stepped up, like, man, we got to get this guy up out the way. A lot of people tried to get Big Mark gone. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. Especially a Middle American. The best motherfucker who got any chance to get Big Mark gone is probably Midwest. Midwest the only person. Because he from the, I can't really see I don't see anybody else out there. As far as getting, giving me a little, because he can strategize, because we come from the same, so the mindset is, well, anybody else, man, I'm just stepping on shit, bro. I'm stepping on some shit, bro. So, man, come on, big. I had way better competitors when it comes to this shit. This shit was light, bro. This wasn't even nothing. I really had to, like, I didn't put motherfucker in a casket before. It was a motherfucker doing the whole live stream about me. And while he was still on the live stream, somebody in the chat said, hey, man, go to Mark's channel. This motherfucker got dude in the casket. You know why? Because I already had it ready. I already had my thumbnail got ready just in case a motherfucker got froggy. Listen, I got a folder on every, like, Lee, Big Mark, you don't, because it's just, I come prepared for war. That motherfucker called me a low IQ person because of instinct. This is all this stemmed from a Discord where this motherfucker went on a tirade, got to yelling, screaming. I ain't gonna tell you some of the shit he said in there because I just not no sucker like that. And then the next day, for 12 straight days, his monologue, he just don't know how to let bygones be bygones and just leave shit alone. So for 12 days, I just watched this nigga. Didn't say nothing. See that discipline and that self-control? That's discipline. He emotional every day. You know, these guys keep calling me a middle American. A middle American. I'm not even a middle. Like, bro, yeah, you are. You just got to accept that. I'm not. Listen, you got people that are born into privilege, born into entitlement. I'm not. The people who are born into entitlement, they're born into entitlement. It's just what it is. There's people that are born into success. Some people aren't. Some people have to work for it. It's just what it is, bro. Some people are born in middle America. It's just what it is. You just gotta accept it, bro. No. We jaying down on you. It ain't the fact that he didn't know. See, here's the thing. It ain't the fact. You know what? You know where that fucked up at? Because Sage and the sucker shit. That's sucker shit. He should have let me know. So by him doing sucker shit, there was a casualty in the background that I heard, like I heard everybody else. And it is what it is because he couldn't control himself. Me, I would have never did no shit like that. That ain't P. It ain't P. So because he ain't thinking and he ain't moving like a P, he exposed his people. I'm never finna expose my people like that. This ain't the Sage Outcast show. Sage ain't none of my people coming over to watch you, big dog. You should know that by now. You know what I mean? People I done got into with Big Mark. People done came over here trying to get into it with me purposely thinking they gonna get an audience and they still stream they couldn't get nobody. They streaming to 3 people and shit like that, bro. There's been plenty of people that's done tried to come and get some fame off of Big Mark. Thinking that they gonna come steal my audience. My audience is organic and they're tapped in, bro. They're from the culture. What you have to offer doesn't pertain to them. And there's nothing wrong with you have a unique audience. My audience is unique to me. It's just like your audience ain't interested in what Big Mark talking about. My audience ain't interested in all that shit that you be doing in the morning, arguing with people and then hanging up on them. Man, the wheel was turned this way, so because the wheel was turned, that means she wasn't trying to hit him. Like, bro, we not trying to hear that shit. We trying to get to this mugger. Oh, let me be politically correct. We trying to get to this money. I can't use words because the JB guy in the background. Thanks for letting me know who that was too. Appreciate you. Y'all just telling on each other. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all just telling. Y'all some tellers. So appreciate for letting me know it was JB. But let me just use money. We trying to get to that money, man. We understand that all this shit is distractions. Where we come from, we know better than that shit. I'm just going to keep it a buck. My black ass hands would have been in there. Get the fuck out of the car, shit. Hey, you know what we just taught Sage? Let me show you something. This is what we was taught. Hands up, don't shoot. It's a saying that is taught in the community to the school kids and things. It's called hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. You ain't taught that. See, this is where there's a disconnection at. Uh-oh, he bringing his audience over here. We ain't even talking about trucking. This has nothing to do with anything. Uh-oh, he bringing his little audience over here. It has nothing to do with trucking. This has nothing to do with trucking. So let's do this. Let's see something real quick. Let's see something. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got you. Don't worry about it. Hold on. I know who this is. I got you. All right. All right. Boom. Got him. All right. All right. All right. Let me finish this so I can go to the gym. That's the difference between me and him. And that's the only thing I was trying to explain to him was this. We just come from different walks of life. And like, I understand his situation. He just doesn't understand, I would say, ours that we're in the Discord that night. And no matter how many times I tried to explain to him, he just kept pushing his shit on. But his shit doesn't resonate. So now you got all these guys who don't represent us coming in here trolling, which I because I'm done after this. You ain't gonna never hear me mention Sage. I'm not gonna troll him. He's gonna continue to go on. I swear, I bet you he does, because he can't control himself. He's been doing it for 12 days now. You already, who is Truck Coach? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, y'all seem to know him. I don't even know who that is. I've never seen him before. But clearly he's been talking to Sage. The guy said, I do free ads. And I know what that's pertaining to, because they're saying I'm a plant, which I just don't understand that. Like, I don't do free ads. I don't. So, yeah. But anyway, I have nothing against Sage. I think it's just a people that come from two walks of life. And for some reason, he doesn't want to listen and understand what we were saying to him. And even when I've tried to explain it to him, he just doesn't want to hear it. And you can go back further, like 5 or 6 months, when we were talking about the whole Chicago thing. And he was explaining why it was illegal for ICE or whatever, the feds or whatever, whoever was the National Guard, I believe. Don't get me wrong, it was one of those. Whatever. And I said, well, I don't look at it as a bad thing. Let them come. Why? It's illegal. They're not supposed to come. I said, man, the more police presence, the better. City it's bad. The more police presence, the better. And guess what? When they came, crime went down tremendously because of that presence. He didn't understand. He's looking at things for the black and white and the legality aspect, as far as, I guess, how it's written in law. I'm looking at it from a safety aspect. He refused to hear it from my side. But now that it's said and done, crime went down tremendously because of more police presence in the city of Chicago. I'm not a criminal. Look at this dude in here trolling. He don't know when to quit. Ain't no motherfucking way I would be in somebody's chat. But here's the thing. Y'all can go look at the live stream. Me explaining to him an additional police presence in a city he doesn't even live in. He wants to go back and forth with me. You don't even live here. So, like I said, I don't have an issue with him because I understand he just doesn't understand. And I get that. What I've learned in this space is people will try to push they'll try to get you to see things the way they see them. And I do. I understand why he feels he's a straight by the book guy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he's a by the book guy way up there somewhere. The phone line is still open. He could have came up here and had the conversation. But yet and still he remains in the chat. He could have came up here and had the conversation. You know what fucked Sage up? Because he couldn't have the conversation without having cheerleaders. Now he got just cheerleaders coming over here. Let me tell you why I don't respect, bro. Because I just looked at whoever this trucker cop or whoever this was. I went to the page. This is another person that hides behind thumbnails. Middle American shit, bro. You can't even know. You don't even know these are scary type people, bro. I don't take these people serious. Anybody that comes trolling behind nothing, I got more respect for Sage. At least we know who he is. Whoever this other motherfucker, I don't got no respect for him. That's why we got him gone. You a hider. You scary. You's a sucker to me on everything I love. You a middle American too. Scary ass. All these people are looking for validation. They want to be a part of something. They want to be a part of the culture. He had to go live before calling in. Oh, he live? Oh, that's what he doing. Hold on, let's see. That's what he doing. No, he ain't live. I was finna say if he did some sucker shit like that, man, he really a sucker. I was hoping he didn't, bro. I was gonna say that's some sucker shit, bro. All right, man. I'm out of here, bro. He ain't gonna call. He don't want to have a conversation. He don't want. Then he sent this little goon over here talking about some CDL. Like, the conversation ain't even about CDLs. This conversation is about misinterpretation of words and assumptions. That's what it's about. And this guy right here who keeps saying facts over feelings, called up here and displayed nothing but feelings. That's it. The man displayed nothing but feelings. But quiet is kept before I go. I think low key he been wanting this. I think he probably wanted this shit since day one. Because the more I think about it, like when he reached out to me, why? We have two different types of audiences. We create two different types of content. I think he wanted this from the beginning. It's just you wanted it with the wrong person. he was trying to be down with the crew. Look, man, if you're trying to be down with the crew, I thought that too. But you still got to fall in line. You can't step outside your boundaries. It's boundaries, bro. And you just can't step outside of them. I'm not the type of person, you're not finna play with me and step outside your boundaries and think I'm just gonna let that shit go. Why? Because, man, my audience gonna hold me accountable. You gotta know your place, big dog. And you ain't got real ones around you. Clearly, you ain't got real ones around you. You got lame people coming over here hiding behind thumbnails and shit. That's lame, bro. Any person that trolls, that creates content, and you scared to show your face, that shows a lot about you. You scary. You scary. You a scary individual. Type of motherfucker that's scared of your shadow. Boo. Motherfucker, you get scared when they call your name in Starbucks. You the type of motherfucker, they call your name in Starbucks, you get scared. Fuck out of here, bro. We not, like, come on, stop playing. Stop playing, man. Listen, Miss Jenny, I did let the motherfucker talk. But you weren't in that Discord that night. That motherfucker didn't do nothing but talk. He wouldn't let me talk in my own Discord. Told me I couldn't talk. Admitted to not letting me talk. He said, I just can't listen. As soon as I say 2 words, he cut me off. Honestly, I exited the conversation. The argument was really between him and Beats and John. I've been exited the conversation because I couldn't talk. Where Sage really got upset with me is because he used 2 analogies, and I'm not going to say what the analogies was, and I was going to let this go. And I'm still not going to go into detail. He said 2 analogies, and I said, Sage, you can't use those types of analogies. He got upset with me. I said, you can use something else that's less graphic. He said 1, then I said, you can't use that. Then he used another graphic one, which I don't even know why you would use these types of. I'm not going to repeat them. And then he used a third one, which, well, I don't know if that was the third or the fourth, but then it got into, I think it was the third one, where it was some veterans. I have quite a few vets that watch the channel and that are in the Discord. And he used an analogy of a veteran, and I'm not going to go into details of what the analogy was. And I asked a question. I said, isn't that called something like when one vet calls another, this is the exact question I asked verbatim. I said, isn't that something, because I'm asking, like, what is that? Because I know it's something when one vet calls another vet out. I just asked the question. I expected one of the vets to educate me on what it is, the terminology of the word, what it is. So once I asked the question, Sage just lost his shit. Told me, I'm not a vet. I can't ask any questions. Pretty much stay in my place. I'm not a vet. I didn't get into vet business. I just said, what is that called? I'm asking a question. What is it called when one vet calls out the other one? The man lost his shit. As far as the debate that was going on prior, I never got a chance to really get into the debate because every time I say 2 words, he cut me off. I just exited at that point. They were going back and forth. Beats and Jonathan, they were pretty much really intertwined in the debate. It started with me and Sage, but I promise you, I never got a chance to really articulate myself. But, because I have the audience, his tirade that he's been on for the past 12 days is geared towards me. But the heated debate, as far as that the articulation of the debate, that was Beats and Jonathan. I've been exited. I have been got quiet. I'm not finna be Sage was hollering and shit. I ain't got time for that shit. It was late. I'm not finna be in here hollering late at night. Then he rage quit. Then he came back. And I said, man, you rage quit? He said no, but then he admitted, he said, yeah. And then he went on again. I'm still chilling in the cut. I'm letting them go back and forth because now you got an example of valor or whatever it was. So I was told that I couldn't talk about it, which I wasn't going to talk about because I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about anyway. I'm not a veteran. They going back and forth. And that's when it really got heated because now you got veterans going back and forth. I'm not a veteran, so I'm just listening. So the heated debate really didn't even have anything to do with me. But the next morning and every single day after, and he's going to lie and tell his audience and his people in his Discord that's not true, but the Discord was full of people. And I've kept this to myself. I haven't said anything because it was dead that night. Every day. So now we're here. And I've still not expressed the analogies that he gave that I think were very foul, but I'm not going to put that out there. And that goes back to what I was saying too, as far as different cultures. My culture would never use analogies like that. We'll find something a little bit less graphic. We would never do no shit like that. We would never use an analogy of a person that we're in a conversation with and say, well, what if you were this? We would never do that. And this is what I'm saying, the differences of culture. I'm not going to put it out there because I ain't no sucker. I'm going to keep it P. But this goes back to where the lines get blurred. At the end of the day, it don't matter. They're going to think what they want to think because he's telling them what they need to hear to side with him. And I'm cool with that. I'm too old to care about what people think. I don't care, bro. I don't have anything against Sage. Sage got something against it with me. The only difference is I just think we look at things different, and that's fine. I just don't understand why people want you to look at things their way and not take the time to understand things your way. And that's it. Simple as that. And people that were in the Discord, they're telling, they're writing it in the chat. So I was, it was probably 20 people in there, 15 people maybe. So I had been exited that conversation. Like, I'm not finna be yelling on New Year's Day at 10 o'clock at night. They was going back and forth. So. Yeah, that's what it was, stolen valor. That's when the conversation got really heated with the veterans, and Beats turned his camera on, and then he started pulling out his IDs, and then they were going back and forth. And I wasn't even in the conversation. That's the crazy thing. I wasn't even in it, bro. So I'm not even a veteran. The conversation had shifted from the Minnesota thing to, I guess this was a part of it because he was trying to use examples and analogies to prove his point. Excuse me. Sage was. And I'm being completely honest, bro. You see, he ain't called me a liar. And when he got down to that third analogy, because I had shut the first two down because I think they were really graphic to use. Like, I'm like, find something a little bit more, you can find a better analogy. It doesn't have to be that graphic. I said, you can find a better analogy that's not that graphic to prove your point, Sage. This is exactly what I said. So after 2 attempts that I shut down, he got to the stolen valor one. And that just opened up a whole can of worms. And I didn't I didn't intervene. You know, so. And this is where all this started. And something simple as that. It had nothing to do with trucking. It had nothing to do with nothing, you know, but it all derives from just blurred lines of communication based on, and clearly having this conversation, he doesn't want to get it, bro. We come from two different walks of life, bro. I'm black, he's white. Most of the people that were in the Discord were black or Hispanic. And then the Caucasians that were in there just come from like, it just come from more, because you say something, they take it like it's a slur, a little bit more urbanized than him. Moving Company Hustle is a little bit, he's not like him and Sage, they're two different types of people. So, and you can see like when the conversation is going based on what you heard in the background, they want us to talk a certain type of way so that they can interpret it based on how the words are in the dictionary, whatever he said. And that's just not my audience. My audience is my audience. My audience resonates with me because of obvious reasons. We see things a little bit differently. And I think we were trying to explain that he just doesn't care. Then he says facts over feelings, and the only person who felt the way was him. So, all right. Hey, Sage, you know what? You got a chance to call, but it just shows that you don't want to have the conversation. You fucked up the conversation when you went and got some people to help you out. So since you want to call people animals and shit like that, this is what happens, bro. You got to like be careful with how you talk, bro. You know, this is just a learning lesson. You know, you got to be careful how you approach shit and how you talk to certain people. You can't just say anything out your mouth, bro. Straight up. You can't. Yo. Hello?
You.
What's up?
You still on? You still live?
Yeah, what that?
No, I mean, I just want to call. I'm behind, so I'm still catching up on this. On the
Who is this? John?
This Pops.
Oh, what up?
I just want to say I told you about him, man. That's what I told you, man. I knew from like his little stuff that he would throw in there, man, that this was gonna happen, yo. Like,
I didn't think it was gonna happen. I really looked at him differently, bro. I thought the way he approached it, he seemed like a really nice person. And I'm saying that humbly now, even when the shit is up. Like, I think I have a level of discernment. I think I can, but I think I'm too far one way and he's just too far the other way for us to really like I get what I understand why he feels and why he approaches things the way he does. He just doesn't understand me or the audience, and he doesn't want to. And that's where the problem comes in at. So
yeah, man, I agree. Like, I'm just saying, I seen it earlier because the little stuff that he would say, man, like when people make like little racial jokes and stuff like that, or like that's, when someone tells a joke, man, like there's some truth to that. That, you know what I'm saying? So like when someone throws that little, when he was messing with Kirk and shit, like, oh, I'll deport you, and like, come on, like you could tell like he's not.
Well,
he's not.
I'm gonna keep it fair. I'm gonna keep it fair down the line. See, that's one thing about me. Even I'm always keep it fair. I think that was the reason why he said that is because Kirk was making a lot of jokes. I think that they were both jabbing at each other in that way. I don't play like that, bro. So Kirk and him were going back and forth. I can't say who did what first. But they both had that type of relationship. So I can't say it was racial with him and Kurt because Kurt was coming at him too. So, you know, I don't play like that. He thinks Middle American is a slur, and it's just not, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. I mean, even when you say it to me, I understand what you're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand freight wise, and also from, you know what I'm saying, just understanding stuff and the culture and terminology and stuff. So I understand what you, even when you would say it to me, like I didn't take it like personal. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a personal dig. It was, you know, more so you're not
tapped in. That's it.
Tapped in or just aware or you don't have the same type of volume, or you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different meanings to it that like it's like that's crazy that triggered him type of shit. But that's what I wanted to call it. I was behind. Like I heard you going off, so I went back like 50 minutes, so I just caught up. Mm-hmm. So I was like in the chat, like, oh shit, like what's going on? So that's why when I picked up, I asked if you were still live. I didn't know if you were still
I'm live.
Doing the video, because I went back so far, but it's just crazy, man. Like when people show you who they are, man, like you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta.
Yeah, it's gone too far. I just think we just have two different viewpoints, bro, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just
No, it's not that. But you can't get upset. You can't get. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't get upset for, like, what I do is like use the word by its definition, and like, come on, man, like, you know, like we don't talk like that. They don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy to me.
Yeah, but see, he didn't know.
I just want to call in real quick and just watching this shit.
Oh, that's cool, man. I appreciate you calling in.
All right, be safe.
All right, later. All right, man. I'm done, bro. Hey, Sage, you can say whatever you want, big dog. Big Mark finna go to the gym, finna lift some weights. I'm gonna probably go order a steak for dinner. And then I'm gonna probably go indulge in some adult activities. Okay? Don't worry about Big Mark, man. Big Mark cool. We chilling over here. Just be cool, bro. And it'll be cool. Leave this shit alone. It's over with. You had your chance to express yourself. You rage quit. And that's that. So yeah. Yeah. Now what you don't realize what you did was you exposed yourself. So people gonna see it for what it is. And the crazy thing is I think when Buddy in the background yelled and said, if you just say things the way they're intended, it would be no misinterpretation. I think that's what he was intending to say. But at the end of the day it's too many generations gone past. Like, I don't even know what to call it. It's not even Ebonics. It's just a culture. And it's just what it is. It's what it is. And if you're not a part of it or you're not caught up to it, then I get it. That's it. Excuse me. But you can't get mad because you're interpreting something and you're feeling something in your heart. And it's not even intended like that. It's not even intended. You're making something that is not, bro. So the longer you keep making it that, the more your feelings gonna be hurt, bro. Because I wouldn't, if I thought you were, if it was what you're intending it to be, I wouldn't say it to you and continue to have conversations with you simultaneously while I'm saying it. I just wouldn't. If I thought that of you, I wouldn't want to engage in conversation with you. The way you're making it seem like the term is, if I thought of it like that, that's a low, like that's a very, the way you're thinking, like I'm just like a low type of thing word. And if I thought that lowly of you, I swear for God, on everything I love, I would not even engage. I wouldn't. So it's what it is, big dog. Yeah, we always gonna stand on business, man. Cajun ribeye. I'm out of here, bro. I'm going to the gym, man. All right, I'm going in the Discord too, big dog. I'm in the Discord with it. Right after this, right after I leave this, I'm going to the Discord. We're going to be in the gym in the Discord. It's leg day. Because I got to put my foot. I might have to put my foot in the motherfucker. Yeah. All right, man. We back to business tomorrow, man. All right, we back to business tomorrow. We ain't going to let this shit carry on like Sage. Sage going to take, he done took it 12 days. He going to take this shit to his heart don't hurt no more. Big Mark ain't got shit else to say because Big Mark, my heart is like iron. You dig what I'm saying? This motherfucker is black. You dig? It's like iron. It's like steel. We don't get in our feelings over shit. All right, I'm out. Peace.